We're here. Better late than never.
B-side on the beat.
Oh,
What's going on
Mike.
with that PPP? You done a lot of talking, not a lot to see. Up in the millions like 2.3, but Jeff got it all, getting off scot-free. Try to talk tips like we talking about stock, but you're talking about men printed on cost stock. When you open your mouth, I take it with a grain of salt, cause the market's down and you're a clown, it's all your fault. You ruin the hobby I love with your bullshit. Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. You ruin the hobby I love with your bullshit. Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. Did you dip, Jeff? I think you dipped, Jeff. What you talking about? I don't think you dipped yet. Willie's doing shady shit like the GOBs, like his whole failed thing with them NFTs, taking money from the people to pay. Most
Pour
of
half a
them are
bottle.
broke, but that's okay. He's getting money. Even better, tax-free. Loving all the stimulus from PPP. You ruin the hobby I love with your bullshit. Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. You ruin the hobby I love with your bullshit. Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. You ruin the hobby I love with your bullshit. Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. You ruin the hobby I love with your bullshit.
country.
What's going on with that PPP? You done a lot of talking, not a lot to see. Up in the millions like 2.3, but you all got it all, getting off scot-free. Try to talk tips like we're talking about stock, but you're talking about men printed on card stock. When you open your mouth, I take it with a grain of salt. Cause the market's down and you're flat, it's all false. You ruin the hobby I love with the bullshit. Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. You ruin the hobby I love with your bullshit. Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson.
I think it was snowing in Vegas.
Did you dip me out? I think you dipped you out. What you talking about? I don't think you did, deal. It's just a shady shit like the GOBs, like it's wholesale thing with the NFTs. Taking money from the people to pay. Most of them are broke, but that's okay. He's getting money, even better tax-free. Loving all the stimulus for PPP. You ruin the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. You ruin the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson.
What is going on, everybody? Hopefully, guys are doing well out there. That is right. We are back again. We are back in the big city. Is there an echo? We'll have to rely on chat for a sound check here.
You got to check my sound too, guys, because we're working off
Yeah, sorry.
some bootleg equipment.
If the chat, who's normally just says fix your damn, somebody says fix your damn mic. Yes, echo. The problem. That's a problem.
Is mine echoing? Let me know if mine's echoing too. If Ryan's mic's echoing, say Ryan, your mic is echoing. Top guy echo. Echo calling.
Okay.
Bottom mic is okay, they say. So as we work out the kinks over here in New York City, we have Fanatics Fest live and in person here in New York City, guys. Holy crap. We got a lot to talk about on today's program. We also Winston says Ryan's mic is good. Good. I'm using a new setup. Sorry. We'll get Colin connected here ASAP. But we are going to have some special guests, maybe even special arrivals and special guests into the program. And we're going to talk about all the sights and sounds happening here in New York City at the Fanatics Fest at the Javits Center, just blocks away from where we are. One of the biggest sports, most hype sports card thing, I don't know what you want to call it, took place. We were there for the better part of the day, kissing babies, shaking hands, talking to influencers. And we're here live, sportscardradio.com, like we always are. This time on a Friday night. And we will get into kind of what we thought about the show, about Fanatics, about what we saw, what was good, what was bad. We'll get some reaction from other people around the hobby. Some of the VIP members of Fanatics Fest who paid $400 for a ticket are a little angry at Mr. Rubin. We'll get into all of that. What influencers did we see? Who were set up? Did an NBA player hit the most massive card on the show floor today? I mean, he literally got an NBA game check with the card he hit. We got a lot to go over. Who did we see? Who did we talk to? What's the vibe out in New York City? Before I walked in this morning, I saw many of your new father. The father of this industry, the father of every single group breaker, the father of every hobby shop, the father of everybody who needs Fanatics allocation. Your new daddy, Michael Rubin, walking into Fanatics Fest this morning. My goodness, I got a photo right before about 20 people bombarded this guy for a selfie, and goddamn, I'm surprised he didn't get a blowjob or his feet at least kissed, or maybe his shoes shined. The way people were sucking up to Michael Rubin. God, if you think group breakers and influencers suck up to this guy, you should see the common everyday man, the common everyday sports fan. The way their eyes glisten and gleam when they look at Michael Rubin. Colin, how's your audio check? Do you want to check it?
Gentlemen, ladies, for the two ladies in the chat and the other gentlemen that are tuning in, let me know how the audio is. This is the highest budget sports card program on the internet. We're in. It sounds like shit. Somebody said better. Somebody it sounds like shit. Sounds like some of the women Ryan has been dating. One day it's good, another day it's shit. Somebody says much better. Colin, you're good. Okay. Guys, we spent, I don't want to say how much we spent on the hotel room. I don't want to tell you how much I spent on the watch. Cuban Link Chain made it handmade in Miami. And we're running on bullshit audio here at Sports Card Radio. You guys would not expect anything less over here at Sports Card Radio. If we were spending money on anything other than ourselves, other than fine jewelry, Ryan, when he was in Vegas, fine women, and maybe fine snow that falls on the ground, you wouldn't expect anything less. There's a lot of podcasters out there, guys, that have $1,000 microphones and studios purposely built, but you wouldn't want that here over at Sports Card Radio. You want the raw, unfiltered truth. And boy, when we were walking around Fanatics Fest today, it was raw and unfiltered. Let's just get that straight. So it was first impressions. Should we just get to first impressions, Ryan? It was busier than expected. That's for sure. Very busy. Lots of people there. unorganized, I would say, to a certain degree. Little unorganized. Could have been a little more staff that knew what they were doing. But overall, it was an interesting event. I don't know if it's worth the amount of money that we paid to come out here. I don't know if it's worth going every single day. Where do we want to start, Ryan? Do we want to start at the VIP bag? Do we want to start at just the overall vibe? Where should we start?
I don't know. Can we check my mic levels again? Because I can switch over to my regular computer, but it sounds like shit. So let me know, guys, if I sound like crap. We obviously tried to put this together about 10 minutes, or about 5 minutes before. Or actually, about 8:30, we started to get the microphones and everything together.
Well, people are saying it's good. So good enough.
Sounds good now. Okay, we will try our very best to get through this. Colin, I think when we're not talking, just mute.
Okay.
You mute yours, and then when you're talking, I'll mute, so
Okay.
that maybe there's not like a little echo in the room, because we're in the same room. We've got some guests coming in, hopefully, shortly, that maybe will have their own views on Fanatics Fest. But Colin, what did you want to start with?
I was thinking we could start with, let's start with the VIP bag. So there were multiple tickets that you could get at this event. You could just arrive any day of the week and get in for $50. And that was kind of cool. But there's a $400 VIP, which I bought a $400 VIP pass. And I was expecting when you show up to get a VIP bag and to be, I don't need to be greeted. We were emailed by Fanatics and they were like, do you want to be greeted? Do you want somebody to come out there and meet you? No, we don't need all that. But I did expect when I got there as a VIP badge holder to be like, hey, here's your bag of stuff. And look, Ryan and I have been to other events in the past, and we've been to the industry summit. We've been to other events outside of trading cards where there's VIP pass holders and there's regular pass holders. Usually that's pretty organized, but I got there late. Like, I flew in the morning. I had to take a nap. I didn't get there till, I don't know, 10, 11 a.m. So a couple hours after the show opened. I was not directed to go get a VIP bag. I was not directed anywhere. I was basically just kind of wandered in and started taking a look at what was going on. And finally, I ran into Ryan, and he was talking with a guy. And that's really where I found out the lowdown. So you got a VIP bag, I guess. I don't know where. I never actually got my VIP bag. I never figured out where you could get it. But the guy showed me what was in the VIP bag. And I was like, damn, my son, who doesn't really know anything about trading cards, he knows more about he knows a little bit, actually a lot about Pokemon. He and I sit there and play Pokemon. But I was like, I think my son would have been disappointed with this bag. There were like 2 or 3 packs of cards, and this guy on Twitter, Elite Collect SI, this was about what was in the bag. I was expecting maybe a little bit more than this. We've been to the Topps Industry Summit. This was before Fanatics bought Topps. And you would get like 3 or 4 silver packs, I think. And you would open up the silver packs, and there would be sometimes $300 or $400 worth of cards in there. And so I was expecting more. Like, is that a big league baseball pack? I mean, that's like literally the cheapest pack that they make. I don't know what that other pack is. Looks like it has maybe some soccer players on it or something. But it's like literally, it's like the cheapest stuff that Topps makes. And so like they gave that out. And I was thinking to myself, like, this is the VIP bag? Because again, we've been to the Topps Industry Summit before Fanatics took over. I was expecting when Fanatics takes over And I was of the opinion that the first year of this event, they would really treat the VIPs and the people that really showed a big interest in coming to the show. They would treat them really well because they want to have this in Orlando. They want to have it in Pittsburgh. They want to have it in Chicago. They want to have it in Los Angeles. They want to have it in Miami. Well, VIP holders will gladly get on a plane and go to Chicago, go to Miami, go to Philadelphia, go to Pittsburgh, if the VIP experience is good. But when we pay $400 to maybe get in, skip a little line, skip an escalator, like I think Ryan, there was at one time we walked into the event. You don't have a VIP pass, so you had to kind of walk down and then up an escalator. I got to walk right in. I didn't feel like a VIP at that moment. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like there was a red carpet and there was all this other shit. So I was expecting more in this VIP bag. Do I need all $400 worth of stuff in the VIP bag? No. Do I need even $50 worth of stuff in the VIP bag? But I think we can all look at this bag right here and be like, the lanyard in the bag might be the most expensive thing in the whole thing. I mean, it was really disappointing. Now there's other aspects of the VIP. And I didn't know this. If I didn't run into Ryan, if I was there just solo kind of wandering around, I might not have figured this out. But apparently they were selling Topps Chrome Fanatics exclusive boxes, Fanatics Fest Topps Chrome boxes, which I think are pretty much Topps Chrome baseball, but with some extra packs in it or extra parallels or something in it. And there was a line to get these boxes. And they were, I think, about $400, which I remember looking at CB Hobby before the promo code using Will Greyer to save 10%. These boxes were selling for, I think, like about $400 on his website. This is regular Topps Chrome Hobby. So at Fanatics Fest, there are these Fanatics Fest with these, I guess, Big Apple parallels. And apparently, if you have a VIP pass, you can stand in line. I think anybody can stand in line and get these. But apparently you can stand in line and get these. And I was able to get that. I think I paid $380 for a hobby box and a blaster box. And then I took it over to somebody that we know, somebody that's been on the show. And he paid me, he said $475, but he handed me $500. So I owe him $25, but I got $500 in my pocket. So I made $120 really quick. So that makes up a little bit for this VIP, but I was definitely disappointed with this VIP package. Most of the people that we ran into on the show were at least mildly, in some cases, much more upset about this VIP package. I thought Fanatics would go the extra mile for the VIP customer. There really wasn't a lot of, if you didn't actually actively go out and try to find your VIP bag, I don't know if you would have, like, I didn't actively go and get my VIP bag, so I didn't get one. Looks like, Ryan, we have the CB Hobby hotline blowing up. So let's add some folks in here since our audio is, Ziggy was.
What's
Ziggy,
up, gentlemen?
You are live on Sports Card Radio.
It's an honor and a privilege. So I will give you my quick summary of my experience. I got there at 9:15, went to will call. I got my badge handed to me. I got my bag and I walked right in. There are other people walking around. So there was already complaints like they weren't holding VIPs. You could go and will call VIP and get in. And if you're in a VIP regular line, they're holding you outside. So there's really bad communication. The people didn't know anything about what's in the VIP bag. Because when I looked through it and asked the woman about it, she goes, I don't know. I think they made that. She was clueless to them. They were heritage packs, soccer packs. Again, I'm totally with you guys. It's not just that. Here's the other thing that bothers me. She explains you get one go to the front of the line pass. Okay. When I bought my VIP pass, it says you get access to the front of the line. It didn't say one. It said you get access to front of the line. Skip the line. One, everything in this damn thing's a line, man. I mean, I don't know. That annoys the hell out of me. And then going back to what you said about the Chrome, the VIP skip the line line was really long. I mean, you could use that one pass one time, but you were going to get the same thing. They were limiting you one per day. You can go back tomorrow if you're a VIP and get another box. And that's the only drops they have. Like, there's nothing else coming. You know, I think that's what disappointed me the most there as well. I'm totally with you guys on everything you said as well. Just not very well organized.
I agree. I think the organization, I mean, I've been to, other conferences where they have like an epic amount of staff, even people holding signs like, hey, ask me questions. You didn't have that here. I know this thing was thrown together in months, probably, rather than, well-oiled machine that has been going for many, many years. But I just thought that the VIP bag, when you have the NBA there, you have the NFL there, you have the WWE there, you have basically every major sports league has a major booth there that they've spent tens of that. I mean, we talked to breakers that spent tens of thousands of dollars to bring people there. I just thought there could be more in the VIP package. Otherwise, if it wasn't for the Topps Chrome box that you could buy for $380 and flip for $5, some people could flip it maybe as high as $600-700. I don't really think there was a reason to be VIP. And I think and again, the VIP people, these people are going to come to these people are going to travel to Miami. They'll travel all the way out here to California. They'll be like us, go from California all the way to New York City for this thing. But I just don't. I think I think there could be some improvement there. And obviously it is the first year. We'll give them a little bit of a pass. Outside of the VIP experience, it was pretty interesting. We'll talk about that. But I agree with Ziggy that there was some it was slightly unorganized for an event this size. And the VIP package was, almost forgettable, which in my opinion, are you going to show, if they run another one of these later this year or into next year, are you going to run out and get your VIP package when it contained a pack of Big League and another pack? And the real moneymaker was you had to whip out your credit card and spend another $400, and you had to go flip that. That's not everybody's game. Not everybody's game is, oh, I'm going to go buy this pack, and then I'm going to walk over to these. We happen to know, a third of the dealers over in the dealer table, and some of them are willing to give us a good price. Or we can turn around on eBay and have multiple accounts on eBay and turn around and sell this if we wanted to. Or we could, there are a number of different ways we can off this box. Most people are not in that position. So they buy a VIP pass, they get $2 in packs. And then, the actual real prize is standing in this other line to buy a $400 hobby box of Topps Chrome that you have to go flip if you want to immediately get some profit. I don't know. Again, we've been to the industry summit and we went to the industry summit, before we were banned and all that. But the big thing was the black box, the Panini black box. So you would show up on the last day. And my first year going to the industry summit, naturally, I was in my 20s and I partied a little too hard and I never made it to go pick up my black box. But most other people sobered up in time to go get their black box, because the black box, I don't know, Ryan, if you remember, the black boxes would sell for and this was back, we're talking a decade ago, where an expensive box was a couple $100. The black boxes would sell for a couple $100, and the cards inside were really, really nice. And to go to the industry summit was only, I think, a couple $100. And if you stayed at the Orleans, you could get in and out of Vegas for maybe under 1.5, $1,500. Whereas we're probably running that every 12 hours here in New York City. You've got all these autograph guests. In the VIP package, could you not, maybe not in every bag, But could there have been an autograph redemption for some of these athletes? I mean, considering what some of these athletes are charging to sign.
I
Let me
mean,
say a
how is
couple-
there not a Victor Wembanyama exclusive Fanatics Fest card, or CJ Stroud, or some of these other guys they have under exclusive fucking partnerships? How was this 2 big league packs? If you got 2 big league packs, you actually got hooked up. This guy actually got 2 packs. His actually wasn't the worst. I saw some with 1 big league pack. Another issue that I think people were having is you got in at the same fucking time as everybody else. You were supposed to, it said on their website, if you bought VIP, you were going to be able to get in early. That was not the case. You got in with you had to go stand in this line right here. Now, granted, there was a shit ton of fucking people here. Wouldn't shock me if there was actually more motherfuckers standing in line for this than the National. Honestly, you can't even see it, but way over on the left, there was a line 400 deep to go see David Ortiz and Derek Jeter fucking talk or whatever they were doing on a podcast or something. I didn't know people were that jazzed up to go sit in a room and listen to Derek Jeter and David Ortiz talk, like 400 deep. Literally, they had its own special line for Jeter and Ortiz. These are just the regular Joes who got there 30 minutes early and were standing in line to get in. It was a massive crowd to get in. Now, I know every dealer did give away 50 tickets or had access to give away 50 tickets. So I think there were a lot of freeloaders in there today. If everybody had to pay $50 or $400 to get in via VIP, how many people would have actually showed up to this thing? I think it would have been a different story. I think the fact that they did they probably realized attendance was slacking from a paid perspective. Hey, let's just give this shit away, create some buzz, and see what happens. But I know the most upset people that I spoke to, a lot of people had great positive experience about this event, and we can get into that. But the people who were the most upset were actually the people who paid the most and probably paid first. Because if you bought VIP, you might have been excited about this thing from the rip. And it didn't get you in early. It got you nothing in the swag bag. You maybe saved yourself 10, 15 minutes in line, maybe, on the Topps exclusives. There wasn't how is there not a Victor Wembanyama card in this package? Just one card would have been worth $100 or more, maybe, if it was limited to a few thousand. Or how many people actually bought VIP? We might be talking about a few hundred. What is a Victor Wembanyama card that's limited print run to a few hundred worth? Probably actually a couple $100. And maybe you slipped in 1 or 2 autographs. I don't know how hard that would have been. And like you said, there are hundreds of athletes signing at this very event. How hard would it have been to slip in a Kareem autograph, a Ray Lewis autograph, a Jalen Brunson autograph, or any number of these people? Tom Brady was out walking the show floor. I think I almost bumped into Tom Brady today. Get Tom Brady to sign one thing and put it in the VIP. So I think that is definitely an area where they could have improved. Treat your best customers, the people paying the most, the best. I just think that's fundamental. And again, this isn't coming from us. I didn't buy VIP. I bought a regular ticket to get in. I didn't get the red carpet treatment. I didn't email Fanatics back and get my free pass. I just wanted to be a regular Joe, walk in like everybody else and experience what it was like. If you bought VIP, these people, came up to us, several, not one, not two, but several came up and were expressing their disappointment. But Ziggy, did you have any more thoughts? I know we got Mike Smith, who's probably going to, I think, go through the VIP.
I'm going to make final comments.
Hanging on the line.
And I'll try to make it positive. I think the big challenge, guys, they never should have tried to call it.
Ziggy, got anything else for us?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I got one more thing. So they should never have tried to make it Comic-Con. They should just try to make it a fun event. They set the bar too high. The best thing I saw at the event, they took care of kids. They did a very, very good job of getting kids involved, making sure kids got stuff. Kids are all around the thing. We're having a great time. I saw a kid in front of me win World Series tickets. So there were some amazing, cool things going on. I applaud them for that. I think the kids were very well treated at this event. If you have kids and you can get them in because the cost is high, I would go there for the kids. Guys, thank you very much. I hope to see you guys tomorrow.
Let's do that.
Mike Smith, how are you, sir?
What's up, boys? Am I live?
You are now live on Sports Card Radio. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. My lighting sucks. I just want to make sure the echo is okay.
No, you're good. It sounds good on my end.
All right. So here's the bag itself, right? It's like a shopping market quality sort of bag itself, right? Kind of threadbare. It's just, whatever. So in there was the PSA magazine, but it's a parallel, to be fair, of the August. So this is like a gold Kobe parallel magazine. And I'd actually brought the regular. So this is like the blue version that any PSA member would have got. But in the bag was that gold version, okay? Then there was a fridge magnet. I'm sorry, the lighting's terrible, boys. But it's a fridge magnet. Then there was a code to do something on Topps Bunt Digital. Then the lanyard you guys mentioned, right?
That is a very, very beautiful lanyard you have.
It's gold.
Just gorgeous.
And it has a tag on it still. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So that's that. So then there was the sorry about the lighting, but the skip the line pass that I think the gentleman before Vinny, I'm not sure his name, I'm sorry, but he's right. That was super confusing. Because I even went up to the guys. I'm like, so I can just skip in line? They're like, oh no, it's more like a fast pass. So it's like, well, just call it a fast pass, or just create a line for anyone that has the VIP placard, badge. That was super confusing, this whole skip the line thing, which, So here's the packs I got. The packs that were in the bag. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I got 8 big league baseball packs in mine. 8 big league baseball. Oh yeah, for sure. Exactly. Just boom, boom, boom.
Hey, there's nothing about big league
Exactly.
that is VI fucking P. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I
what the
mean, I
fuck?
know they
Big league.
tried to do something with 2024 where like there's super secret stuff in 2024 big league, but not big league is like they're dollar store packs, big league in the long run, right? Like 8 big league packs and then 1 heritage pack, which is cool because I like heritage. I like platinum anniversary and I like heritage and even the other one, I can't remember it. But then 1 other soccer pack, just straight up Topps soccer, not even chrome. And then the other pass. That's it. This bag with, in mine, 8 packs of big league, the lanyard, and a gold parallel magazine of the PSA magazine. So that's pretty much it. That's legitimately it. That was it. What was in the VIP bag. Now I will say this. Everyone I talked to that's there working knew what they were doing. I didn't have so much of an experience of like people didn't know what they were doing. But there was a lot going on. There is a lot going on. And I thought that the dealers they had set up were doing a great job in selling things at reasonable prices and had, you know, $2, $3, call them dollar boxes, but they were priced at like 2, 3, 5, 10, not straight up $1. There's a couple that, but that's pretty much it. That is the VIP bag, like straight up. There was nothing else. There was the VIP skip the line thing was
Bullshit.
in no way. It was a fast pass, as like straight up described by them. It means you can get into this other line. It wasn't that you could just go right ahead. And it says right on there, good for a one-time use. I'm like, well, don't I just give this to you and I can and then I'm done? And it's like, oh no. Well, it's like, well then how would you, and then the 8 hands, neither of them were talking to one another. They all had different points of information, but the people who did have information from my end had good information, because I didn't see anyone else having a different experience than me. That's pretty much it. I'll let you guys go unless you have any questions, but
Hey, Mike,
that's what's in the bag.
we appreciate it. Firsthand experience from what's in the bag. And, I'm used to, what's in the bag is like a golf thing. You show it in your golf bag. Usually it's a bunch of Titleists and some PXGs and some TaylorMades. And in this case,
it's big league baseball, boys.
It's big league fucking baseball. It's brutal. Appreciate it. Maybe if you see us tomorrow, we'll catch up.
Sounds good, boys. I'll check you later. Keep the pepper spray on you.
I don't got the pepper spray, but my head is on a swivel. That's for sure.
That's fair enough. That's good enough for me. I hope you have a good time in New York City. I hope to see you tomorrow. Later, boys.
We'll do. New York City is absolutely fantastic.
The doorbell's ringing. That's
a good thing. We are joined, folks, by none other than MojoBreak.com. Yeah, no.
Wait. No, wait, wrong Mojo.
Wrong Mojo. Oh my God.
We just got here.
Hello, gentlemen.
What's up?
All right, bougie bitches. This is so nice. Hi.
Yeah, we're already live. We're already.
I'll get canceled.
You will get canceled. If you're on Sports Card Radio stream, you will get. Guys, this is the. We do have.
The longest time I thought his name was Corey.
She thought I was Corey. So
Well, everybody calls me Doug anyway.
Yeah, I'm Dan.
we have First Lady of the Hobby candidate. I think early.
Please, don't give me. I don't want it.
She doesn't want the. I think it's her title to lose, but we do have Alex here.
Have you shown the chat this view?
We're
Let's
do that. This is standard.
You guys, I live here. This is a bougie hotel. I am like, wow.
Keep talking.
All right. Do you see the Empire State Building, the New Yorker? This is the most expensive real estate in Manhattan, which is like in the country.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go. Who paying this bill?
Well,
You're not paying mine.
CB Hobby?
Yeah, cbhobby.com. Use the code Will Grier and we'll stay at fancy hotels going forward. We'll be at Burbank next week. We'll be on the ocean. So we're living the rough life here at Sports Card Radio. We are joined by Mojo Break, not Mojo Sports. I know a lot of people watching are familiar with Mojo.
I've seen.
What do we call this guy? Like, seems to me there's a conflict of naming rights there. Let's just start right there. Do you guys have any issues with Mojo? And we're talking about.
Actually, I'm sorry. No, not you guys. I like you guys. But I'm sorry. I have the most Mojo.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, true.
Really?
Are you were Mojo first or like?
We were.
Okay. All right.
2010. So wait, I don't even know if he's.
Where's your mic?
No.
It's like on the map.
How do you guys feel about Mojo Sports and him
What?
using the name?
What can we say legally?
He's got a great mustache.
No.
I mean, it is what it is. As long as he, at first, we had a big problem because he was really getting into group breaks. So he actually started doing Mojo sports breaks. And then that's when we basically got our lawyers involved. And I was like, okay, man, like you can do the content, whatever, like you do you, but you can't basically do breaks, call yourself Mojo sports breaks when we've been doing this since 2010. I mean, dinosaurs, bro, dinosaurs.
So wait a second. You guys have been doing breaks since 2010, and then Mojo Autographs, who has
I think he's slinging some 8x10s.
He's slinging some 8x10s. I think he's on permanent. Look at Ryan over on the couch with Alex. My God, Ryan. It's like we Alex, you do know that Ryan is planning on proposing later today. Yeah. Okay. You are aware of that. You are aware. So just so the chat knows, there will be a marriage proposal later on the program.
First in hobby history.
Yes, indeed. Might be a marriage rejection, but whatever. we're here to shoot our shot.
Gotta shoot your shot.
But anyways, so Mojo Autographs is legendary here on the program. And so you guys are saying that maybe there is some.
Maybe I should open up a donut shop.
You should.
Competing donut shop.
Maybe? So there's Bill's. You could almost be like Bill Son's donut or just Bill donut.
Bill donut.
Shout out in the chat if you want. Mojo break to
donuts. Williams donuts. Will's donuts.
We're having a great time. I mean, this is a complete dumpster fire, but we're having fun. Colin is so cringe, indeed. Cheers. Welcome to New York City, folks.
I remember doing a podcast with Ryan. Remember did the live card show, Sports Card Live.
Oh God.
And now there's actually another podcast, Sports Card Live, been around for a little while. I haven't got a royalty check. I don't know if Ryan's got a royalty check, but that used to be our name. What's up with that? Yeah.
Ryan will take his royalty checks and never mind. With Alex here, I can't mention some of the other. A little bit later, we might talk about it. How his royalty checks come in, but so guys, what did you guys think about Fanatics Fest today?
Well, we didn't really know what to expect, so we basically brought the whole gauntlet. We basically were like, well, we'll bring wax, we'll bring singles, which we typically don't do at a show like this. Usually we just do marketing, but honestly, going into it, I thought it was gonna be crickets. I thought, based on how much it was to get in, obviously the lodging in this area, flights, all that stuff, I was like, is it really gonna take off? Honestly, pleasantly surprised with the conversion that we've had. We've done well. But I have heard a lot of negativity from a lot of dealers. So
about what?
Overall sales.
People don't like change.
Yeah, people hate change. Like, I mean, it's the same. A lot of the same dudes who are, at Cleveland, basically having the same cards in their showcase for the last decade, not selling anything. We're gonna.
So wait a second. While Ryan's making a move over there,
Someone commented Alex put the pillow between her and Ryan.
Ryan typically likes things unwrapped, but so wait a second. So dealers don't like change. What is the like? They're not a fan of this type of event. They'd rather this be more of a traditional card show. Is that what you're talking about?
Or they just want to complain about something. I mean, they just want the old shitty way of doing card shows. That's what they're comfortable with.
Sure. Just kind of grimy, kind of old school.
The 43 years of the National or whatever it's at now.
Flipping through dollar bins and all that stuff.
New York City's finest is driving by. I'm sure it has nothing to do with what Ryan was doing in Vegas. Guys, there was a big event where Ryan's, clearly planning his wedding over there. There was a big poll actually at your table
Yeah,
today.
it was crazy.
You want to tell everybody about
Yeah,
what happened there?
the one loan box of 1819 National Treasures that we still had at an insane amount of dollars, at $12,000. Grant Williams from the Celtics came by, and he was actually trying to chase his card, but
Formerly Celtics.
well, Hornets
Yeah.
now. But I remember him as a Celtic.
So an NBA player,
Yep.
current NBA player,
Yep.
comes by your booth and bought what? What did he buy?
1819 National Treasures.
Okay, interesting. What's in 1819 National Treasures for
Oh, you know,
people like me who have no idea?
Searching for Luca RPAs.
Okay,
Trey Young, maybe an occasional LeBron patch.
Aiton.
Aiton's
Probably not
in there.
that's probably not one you're really searching for though.
But yeah, he got pretty lucky, and he had a Luca to 10 RPA.
Yeah.
And supposedly it's worth 6 figures.
Somebody offered him, you won't believe it, $500,000.
$500,000?
Yeah.
Wait a second. For what?
And that's insane. I mean, that card's not even close to worth that, but yeah.
So wait, somebody offered him $500,000?
Yeah, but
Legitimately?
but he's gonna get
Allegedly.
he is gonna give Luca the first right of refusal to buy it.
So
he did an interview with Darren Ravel, and he's like, yeah, maybe Luca will buy it $1 million.
for $1 million.
Yeah, for $1 million.
Because I mean, $1 million to Luca's, I mean, that's a lot of money, even to him, but it's not that much.
Bishop asked if the box was CT scan. If it was, it probably would have been open before Grant Williams.
I think what Luca would say, well, my mom signed it, so I don't really, I don't really need this card. Yeah, well, so that's interesting. Here's my question to you guys. So you had a guy show up at your booth, whip out his credit card or paid cash, I don't know, but he buys this box for how much did the box cost? Do you want to?
Okay.
So you sold him a box of cards for $12,000. Now you've apparently had this box of cards sitting around for a long time, right?
Long time.
So you've had this box of cards sitting around in your stock room, which I've actually been in for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And a guy pulls a card that we'll say is worth, let's just say it's worth $200,000.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? You know what I mean? Like, how does that like make you feel?
I mean, I guess good press for us. He pulled it because it's trending now, so our name's attached to it. As you know, I guess that's good about it. But you know, we wouldn't typically take a chance on it.
I wouldn't open that box.
Wouldn't open that box.
It'd be insane.
So even though, even though he pulls a card that's worth, you know, maybe a low end house out in California, even if you get to like $500,000, you know, it's not that. It's a lot of money, but out where you guys live and where you live in California, 500,000 doesn't buy you anything, you know, that nice. If we're talking about real estate,
Yeah,
Right.
Unfortunately.
So
yeah.
you guys don't feel like when somebody pulls something like that, you don't feel like any amount of regret that you didn't, like, you've had that box sitting in your shop probably for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing it for 15 years. I mean, we want the people to get the boxes, right? I mean, at this point, especially something like that, better digested in a group break. I mean, I was just hoping that if somebody bought it, they just didn't get completely murdered on the box, right? I mean,
Sure.
Grant Williams got some money, so
Yeah.
12,000 is probably like $20 to me and you.
Oh,
So you know, that's the fear when those box prices get so high is that somebody does like so terrible in it that they get $500 back.
That's why you kind of got to digest it in group break, so it's not just a total bloodbath for
Right.
one person.
right.
But at some point, that would have been in some type of group break.
Yeah.
It would have been in some type of mix.
So do you feel bad about that? Do you feel like, oh, if we would have put this in a group break, one of our, you know, like, I mean, I don't think
I
Grant
had a
Williams is
customer
buying
come
into
up to me
breaks.
that basically buys the Mavericks on a lot of our mixers, and he's like, "Man, when I saw that card pool, just knowing that like that could have been in one of my mixers that I
Sure.
yeah." So I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, it was exciting. I mean, we bought that box. We brought that box to the show really with no intention of selling it. I mean, we had a price tag on it. Obviously, if somebody wants to come up and buy it, we would sell it. But like, if you told me we were going to sell that box, I'd have been like,
Would
yeah,
you say
it's not-
12K for that box is like a high end, is like the high end of a comp for a sale on that?
I mean, those cases were going for 60 at one point, so they have come down a little bit, but that's probably close to market.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say we paid like 10K for it when we rebought. So
Yeah, maybe a little more.
Okay. You talked about, well, I mean, we talked about this privately, so I don't know if you want to talk about it publicly, but
Let's do it.
at this point, it's everything's on the
do it.
table. While Ryan's working on, I think they're working on the guest list at this point. So you bring a lot of people to these things, and this is across the country. This is literally about as far across the United States as you possibly can get.
Yep.
And how many people did you bring?
We brought 8 total.
So you brought 8 people total.
Yep.
So you got to pay for it, theoretically. I'm assuming you got to pay for 8 plane flights, lodging, food, hourly wage while they're out there. Sounds like some of these guys make a sales commission, which is typical in a sales business. Do you make money when you come to Fanatics Fest, or is this?
Yeah, I mean, we had a little bit. We exceeded our sales expectations today, so that was good. But we looked at it more of like a marketing, and we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna throw it at the wall this time and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, we're not gonna do it next time.
So okay, let's just throw a number.
We gotta also like kind of play the game too. Like obviously we're partners with Fanatics. It's a Fanatics Fest.
Yeah.
Obviously we get product from Fanatics, so we kind of got to play the game, like it or not. Got to show our presence, show them support. So
Sure.
It's business. It's not. It is what it is.
Sure. I get it.
But yeah, I mean, we're probably in before we even landed. We're probably into about 60K that we had to pretty much make up. So,
And do you
maybe
want to?
Grant Williams will come by tomorrow and buy some more boxes?
Sure. Sounds like he'd need to buy your whole table for you to make $60,000.
Yeah,
profit.
I was offering that up today.
Okay.
I offered up the whole table. I offered the business to Late Sports Cards at one point. Offered up Doug and myself.
Yes, indeed.
Rich is a good friend of ours, so we always joke back and forth. So
we may or may not have talked shit on Rich Layton on this show. I don't really know. I can't remember. At this point, the list is so long. I can't really remember, but he may or may not have me blocked on all social media accounts. I'm not exactly sure.
Allegedly, right?
Yeah, exactly. Overall though, I mean, you guys were at the National, so like what,
I blocked that out of my memory.
you already know.
I mean, I'll say New York's a lot better than Cleveland.
New York's better than Cleveland. I don't think there's any debate in that.
Even though businesses just throw their garbage out on the sidewalk, and I guess that's just okay. all garbage all night.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I seen some big league packs in there.
There might have been some big league.
It might have been.
There might have been a Fanatics gift bag out there. I don't know.
Yeah, Fanatics gift bags might have contributed to the litter problem that we experience here in New York City, but we cannot confirm or deny that at this point. So I mean, is it a trip like? I mean, obviously you talked about how you're spending tens of thousands of dollars to come out here. You're not. I think it's fair to say that you're not going to make that back in profit, but
oh hell no.
You have a relationship, obviously, with Fanatics that is key to what you do. Very key to what you do.
Who is calling here?
It's the priest, it's the pastor that is going to officiate your wedding. That's he wants to come up and make this official. That's what he's trying to do right now.
The priest would come in and be like,
Okay. Okay, Doug and Dan. I think we've got to toss this over to Ryan. Ryan, I think you have an announcement to make over there. Is this correct?
They're closet bouginess. They are. I'm very impressed. I am very impressed. But how have you never?
Did you guys hear that?
How have you never been to New York City?
That's embarrassing. I know
What,
it is.
are you afraid of us?
Absolutely not. Not afraid. It's just I don't like long flights, and so
Dude,
we're
it's
talking. Well,
hours.
I like the hour flights to Vegas and Arizona.
You could have got a first class ticket and back for half the price of this hotel room tonight.
Accurate, but
I mean, come on.
accurate. Thanks to cbhobby.com, where we're living large over here in New York City.
I don't like flying either. I need a whole like bar of Xanax to get through a flight to California.
Oh yeah, we need multiple drugs.
But still,
Yeah. Yeah.
Depends on the drug on a plane. That can get crazy.
It can definitely get crazy, but we need multiple narcotics on
That sounds
to get through the night. I mean, we might need
Wait,
multiple.
have you ever seen Brian's Beats?
Yeah.
Where the scene where she's I forgot her name, the blonde woman, the comedian, she's
Yeah.
on the plane and she takes a big bar of something and she's like, I am fucking ready.
It's a
And
great
then
idea.
She's like, I'm in first class, and they're like, no, gotta go back. Anyway, the chat's not like this is a girly story, so I'll let it go. But like,
Please.
I'm imagining you doing that, and also,
Oh yeah.
welcome to New York.
Me taking drugs. Yes, you can definnally imagine that. That's
That's
definitely
easy.
reality.
What are your thoughts? I want to know everything.
No, what are your thoughts on Fanatics Fest? Somebody who you
I-
from here,
okay.
like what are your thoughts on Fanatics
Okay,
Fest?
so
Give
like,
it to us.
honestly, off the bat, I know the chat's gonna be. She's being paid by Top Fanatics. Negative. Not being paid by anybody. Okay. Sorry, no, I'm not being paid.
Hey, we can you can definitely pay her to you can definitely pay her if you want her work.
No, not being paid by anyone.
But what are your thoughts?
But I went to Cleveland. I have gone to the Nationals the last 4 years in a row. So what? It's Cleveland, Chicago, AC, Cleveland, Chicago.
Mhm.
In my opinion, I am a little biased. I am from here. It's not. It's just that the Javits Center, you guys. If you haven't been here, it's Manhattanized. It is just
Yeah.
like the cream of the crop. It's so nice.
Yeah.
There's plush carpet. There's air conditioning.
Sure.
I will complain that the Wi-Fi did suck, and I was a little disappointed with that. I think that tops, and I will tell Mike Mahan and Ruben. I think they need to step that up a little bit. I couldn't get on the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
The food was better.
Mm-hmm.
But the overall experience to me, I'm not gonna lie, it was sort of exactly like what I expected. Like if you've been to a Super Bowl, like what they do beforehand, like the fan
Yeah,
fest,
the experience Super
it
Bowl
was
was
like that on crack
yes.
with hobby involved, and I loved it. It was
Yeah.
fun. What I don't like about about Fanatics Fest is that they like Ruben and they want to expand the hobby and 10x or whatever. And we want that too, right? Because that's
Sure.
whatever's good for
Why
the
not?
hobby is good for us, monetarily, but socially, and
Yeah.
it's just fun. I didn't like how they separate. It was like separation of church and state. Like when you walk in, all the fancy stuff with MLB and NFL and NHL was in the front, and then
Sure.
like the hobby stuff was like in the back
Kinda
of
in
the
the back.
tables. My one qualm is I like kind of hope, and I get why they did it the way they did it. And by the way, they put this together in 16 months, not a lot of time. Is that they sort of integrated a little bit. Like if we want to expand the hobby, we want to get that average sports fan, traditional
Sure.
sports fan,
Yeah.
to fall in love with the hobby.
Sure.
And it's hard to fall in love with us. Come on.
Yeah. No.
So maybe have an aisle here of cards and breakers here, and like
Kind of mix it up a
I
little
feel
bit.
like that's a really good idea. Mix it up.
Yeah.
Like let's have a
Were you
marriage.
in Cleveland?
Check your audio.
I was 100% included. Can we not hear me?
They're saying like there's mixed results on the audio. We're super. Well, I mean, we're at the highest budget program. As you can tell. We spent more money on the hotel.
She's the smartest person in the room. I love you. Is that stuff? Yeah.
Here, just speak right into it.
Can y'all hear me? And I'm saying y'all. I hear myself now. I'm gonna repeat what I just said because I'm gonna repeat what I just said because I think it was important.
Yeah.
Well, I actually love today. No one's paying me. I'm just saying. Yes, I'm biased. I'm from here. It took me 12 minutes. I work for MLB Network today. They sent me a freaking luxury SUV. I was living the life. 12 minutes door to door. Tonight's a different story. It'll take me an hour to get home with Charlie. But
You're not staying with us?
no, I'm hanging. We'll talk about it later.
Hey, we'll talk later. You guys heard that?
There's a chance.
Anyway, like the one qualm I will say about tonight. All right, pipe down over there. The one thing I will say as my biggest suggestion is sort of integrate the space. Like the hobby was all the way in the back and secluded from the beginning, and the front, which is all like the fancy and big lights and diamonds and all that, which is great. But if we want to like expand the hobby and get these traditional sports guys in, let's do it. So
Okay, so wait, were you in Cleveland? What was
Oh, you guys didn't.
No, I didn't fucking go
I
to
don't blame
Cleveland.
you.
You couldn't pay me to go to
I
Cleveland.
will never go back to Cleveland.
I don't blame you.
I don't care if there's an. I won't go back. I
I-
will not go back.
No, there's no amount of money that can get me in. Maybe 7 figures.
I
but
stayed downtown and with MLB, and it took the first day I went. It took 40. I was 10 minutes away. It took 45 minutes to get there. We're in Ohio. Like, where's
the middle of
traffic
nowhere.
coming from?
So all for the national. So wait, what was the crowd like? The crowd level like? Was it more packed over here at the Javits Center today, or was it more
So
packed?
it's like
in
hard to tell, right? Because like this place is so like gigantic
Right.
and like enormous. Like the ceilings are what, like 5,000 feet high. Like
Yeah.
in Cleveland, like lower. Obviously not as bougie. It's not like the Pendry here. It's more like the Pod Hotel. A lot of people.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get that joke. It's a New York joke. The Pod Hotel is like when people are like their rooms are this big and they share bunk beds. I know a lot of guys in the hobby. They're staying in the Pod Hotel, which is like right on the street, and they're sleeping in twin beds. It's like $150 a night. All right, I'm not whatever. I'm not judging, but anyway,
It's like
Cleveland. I would say the difference is like, all right, I don't want to be that cliche,
Please.
but I didn't smell a lot of nasty smell. Okay, I did not. I love talking to people. I love being recognized. I love like interacting with friends and family and the hobbies family and like fans and like whatever. It was not as like overwhelming and overstimulating to me. Like I had a freaking massive anxiety panic attack in Cleveland. Like I literally didn't make it into the building. I did not go to the National I was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I did not go Friday because I had such a big anxiety attack because it is not like that pleasant of an experience. Like it really isn't sometimes for someone like me. It's not. And especially when you're walking around alone and then you don't get cell phone service or Wi-Fi and you're like,
Mhm.
But today was like a little more of a pleasant experience. And chat, I'm not being paid. This is just me talking. So stop talking shit. I already know what you're saying and I don't even want to know. But welcome to New York. I also think that they need to do like hot dog stands. Like I'm gonna
Like New York.
Can they hear us? Are we
Where?
what they need is like give me some hot dog stands. Give me some hot pretzels. Like make it more of a New York experience.
Sure.
But what I've heard through the grapevine is this is not going to be just an East Coast thing. I think they're going to California. Like
I think they're going to LA.
it's already on the docket, right?
Yeah.
Do you already know? I can't wait to come. Do you already know the date? Do you guys know the date?
We don't know the date, but we have heard rumors.
In less than 6 months. That's what I heard.
For LA?
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's go, baby. I hope it's in the winter because us East Coasters want to come when it's warm there and cold here. It sucks here. It sucks here every day.
Yeah.
It's hard living. It's a hard lifestyle. Like it's cute, it's trendy, but if you're a New Jersey, New Yorker, it's a tough lifestyle. Like even going grocery shopping is a freaking sprinting a marathon.
So why do you live
half
here?
naked.
Like why do you live here?
'Cause I'm from here. It's just in my freaking.
Where were you from? Where are you
I'm
from?
from Rumson, New Jersey. So you get in your car 1 hour south on the ocean, not the Jersey Shore. It's called the beach.
And then where'd you go to college?
Syracuse University.
And then you graduated in
at
what?
the time was the #1 journalism school in the world.
Oh, in you broadcast journalism?
Broadcast journalism. The #1 in the world. Bob Thompson went there, and Mike Tirico.
And then give me your resume. Like what
Everywhere.
have you
So from
like?
there, I went to MLB Productions. I was a baseball bitch logger. I would
Sure.
log baseball games in San Francisco till 3:00 in the morning.
Oh,
Then I got a one-man band woman job,
okay.
holding the microphone and the camera and the tripod in Iowa. I covered Iowa Hawkeyes, Big Ten football and basketball.
Oh Lord.
And then from there, the New York Jets hired me. So I was the New York Jets sideline / host reporter. Remember the year when Ryan Fitzpatrick held out?
Oh.
Remember?
That's a long time ago.
Dude, I know. Stop aging me. But yeah, but it was the year. It was Big Dick Tucker,
Okay.
Darrell Ravens,
Yes.
Leonard
Yeah.
Williams.
You know that team.
It was stacked, but
Yeah.
they went like 5-11. But then
And
from
how
there,
long did you work for the Jets?
1 year,
Oh wow, one and done.
one and done. I think that was enough. And then from there, I just did NBC Sports in Boston, talking head stuff, like shooting shit with like the Peter Gammons, like
Yeah.
the big time stuff. And then I worked for NBA, the Mets, and then shit hit the fan with COVID, and I was like, I am so sick of it. There's no stability, there's no money, there's nothing. So how do I work smarter, not harder? And that's when I was like, why am I not talking about the hobby? I fell in love with my dad's like vintage baseball card collection, and there was this history.
What
That's
kind of cards?
That's when I met Ken Golden,
And when was this?
2020.
2020. And then what kind of cards did your pops have? What kind of cards
He
do you
has
have?
unfortunately not like mantle rookies, but he has like
Some decent
the
shit.
next year's. Willie Mays, like everything. Tom Seaver rookies, like, and I'm doing a thing with PSA. I'm about to get them all graded, and I'm due to inherit it. But I have 2 brothers. I'm trying to kill them all. And none of those cards will be mine. But I don't even want to sell.
Oh, rewind.
I want to kill them all.
Hold on. You want to kill? Hold on. You want to kill your brothers? Let's pause. Hit the pause button.
If you were a little child in New Jersey, you would 100% get it. But that's that. This is the rest of history. I love the hobby. I couldn't wait to come hang out with you guys.
Well,
Because you're
trust me, we couldn't wait to hang out with
The
you.
one thing I stand on is authenticity, and like, unfortunately, because of what I do for a living. Lights are out.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna get crazy.
We're getting
here.
evicted.
I can only say like so much. But what I listen to your podcast. I listen to the podcast in the car, in the shower.
Whoa, repeat that. Wow, you listen.
I love it. You're an asshole a lot of the time.
Thank you.
But I love it and I respect it and I wish I can be. I am an asshole just in real life, but I can't like do it as much in person. But I'm envious of you that you get to do that. So thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's so fun.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
cheers to you.
Me.
Cheers to
What
you.
am I drinking, by the way?
This is what Doug brought over.
Oh, okay, Dougie.
Yeah, is it good?
Shout out to Doug. Mojo Break.
Whole Foods.
No, we're live. We're live. Careful what you say. Okay, most important. Wait.
You now.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
You're in one of the most industrial bougiest parts of Manhattan. This is
Okay.
nice. But what are your thoughts about New York?
It's amazing. It was
Pretty
exactly honestly, and I hope this doesn't offend anybody. It reminds me of San Francisco with like way more people
And
on the
less
street.
hill.
Well, that's true. Yeah, it's not as hilly,
But what
but
did you think about Fanatics Fest? Honestly, shoot the shit.
way more people than I thought. It certainly beat my expectations in terms of the turnout.
And it's a Friday. Keep in mind, people were in
tomorrow
school and working.
Tomorrow and Sunday will be
it'll
insane.
double up tomorrow. Yeah.
Now, I think it needs another 500 to 1,000 dealer tables.
Agreed.
Because, I mean, when I go to shows in Northern California, there are 300 to 400 tables where I can go around and little dime boxes, dollar boxes. And sure, there's a plethora of expensive cards laying around, but I feel like at this particular show, there wasn't enough cheap shit.
Agreed.
And there wasn't enough variety.
Really, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not procreated, but like curated.
Curated.
It did. It felt like I felt like I knew every single freaking dealer there, which is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Like, I agree.
Right. You know what to expect from them.
Like shitty, like dollar card tables.
And that's what you want.
You want.
That's what you want. That's how you find the best deal.
Like, I worked for MLB Network today, you guys, all day, and like I wanted to just like raw dog going through.
There you go.
Singles, and I couldn't do it. And I have said that I was just having a beer at the bar with one of the high up guys at Fanatics, not the name, and he actually asked me and said to me, like, I said, bravo, like, well, honestly, well done. Like, it's not hard to put something on like this, especially in the biggest city in the country. And he said, I want to know your gripes. And like, that's one of my gripes.
Not enough variety.
I get it. It's New York. Trust me. I pay rent here alone. It's a lot. Living here is not easy. It's expensive and they have to pay the bills. But like, let's bring in some more, you know, I don't want to say normal. What is normal these days? But like, let's bring some more, like, you know, bottom, I don't even want to say bottom of the barrel, but like some tables that like I can afford. Like, I love Shine, one of my buddies, but like, he's like, yo, dude, like, check out my 20 million. Someone just offered 20 million for this car. Awesome. Jealous.
Sure.
But like, all right, where's my fun? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that they'll get that.
And I think
It's the inaugural event, dude. It just happened.
true. And I think for the inaugural, I really think there needs to be 500 to 1,000 more dealer tables. I think the little 40-yard dash stuff and the little flapping this hockey stuff.
It.
I think it's great for kids. I think
That's because you're not athletic in real life.
well, you wouldn't catch me dead doing it because I'll tear an Achilles or girl. I'll fucking blow my Achilles or tear an ACL doing
Ryan,
that
do you
shit.
know how many daddies I embarrassed?
Dude, I'm surprised they're not wheeling them out here in ambulances.
MLB Network made me do like the wiffle ball, home run derby, and the hockey.
You're lucky you're in shape and you
I'm
can
gonna-
actually pull that off.
I'm gonna talk some shit here. I'm gonna talk a little bit of shit.
Please.
There's one thing being a grown man and standing in line for 45 minutes to shoot a freaking hockey puck at Fanatics Fest with your child or your son or your daughter. There's nothing.
What does that say about a man willing to stand in line for 45 minutes at Fanatics?
Alone. I'm saying
Alone.
You have a son your daughter that you're doing that with.
It's appropriate.
Cool. Okay, so I met so many dudes that just didn't know.
Solo.
More power to them. But then they got up there to shoot the puck. And it was secondhand. They were so unathletic. I am enamored with how unathletic men can be.
Wow.
It was so bad.
It's
You
bad.
haven't seen my video yet. So then I get up and I played ice hockey my whole life.
So you did good.
Travel. I did a little wrist, a little wrist fucking around and
Sure.
boom, in the hole, in the washing machine.
Okay.
And went in. Boom.
So
and you could just see the men
Staring at
dripping
you?
with embarrassment, but also like, oh yeah.
and jealousy and envy.
I think it's fun. It gives me total, before the Super Bowl vibes. Like you go there and they do the fans. It's like that.
Yeah.
It was like that on crack with Jay-Z. And okay, fun story chat. Literally this morning, I was lucky enough to be in literally not even the media tent, literally the VIP celebrity tent, because I was working on behalf of MLB Network and we were interviewing Jared Cheater. I didn't even know. I've interviewed Jared. He's a great guy, and I was not involved. I'm sitting at a random table. Dr. J walks in.
Wow.
So cool. I'm sitting there, shooting the shit on my phone. And all of a sudden, some dude touches me on the shoulder, and I look
What's
up.
that?
It's Derek freaking Jeter. He goes,
Oh.
"What's up? How you doing? Good to see you."
Look at that.
And I was like, "Derek, good to see you too." Really good. Went in for the kiss. I had the lipstick on.
Okay.
He's just too, I didn't want to.
God, I'm jealous of DJ now.
He's an outstanding citizen. More men should be like him, honestly. But that's my point. Like where else does that happen? That's not happening in freaking Cleveland.
Sure. Oh.
So
Lord.
like moments like that was cool. Now on the other side of things, I was 30 feet away from Dana White with his freaking entourage,
Yeah.
and his security guards were off the screen, but they were going like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Dana White security guards, you guys. There I am. They were doing this and this and that. It was like the president of the United States, depending on who you are, if you're freaking whoever the president is now, I don't know, is it Colin or but
I don't know anymore.
they were throwing punches literally for Dana White to get through the crowd. It was insane. I didn't like that. And then I'm looking up at Jay-Z in the 40-40 club. You know what that is, right?
I heard about
So
it.
he had a 40-40
They didn't
club.
allow me in.
He basically the club didn't it's hard. It was a very expensive club, and it went away, and now he's bringing it back. But you saw women in their heels this high,
So there were little cleat
and you're like, I'm not at the national anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's
So who's the coolest celebrity you've ever met or interviewed or talked to?
sheesh. Peyton Manning,
Peyton Manning?
phenomenal.
Like nice guy or like
no,
just cool guy?
phenomenal human being. Derek Jeter, phenomenal human being. God, you're putting me on the spot. Let me think about that. But off the cuff, those two dudes are awesome.
Okay, here's the serious shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Take a sip. You're gonna need a sip. Take a sip. Yeah, wait.
The ring's
No.
coming.
Okay.
The ring's coming.
guys. The proposal's coming. But okay, but first we need to find out you've lived in New York City all your life. You went to Syracuse.
Well, yeah. Well,
What-
that's definitely not New York City. Syracuse
True.
is the shithole of New York, but yes, I live there.
What is dating like for you
It doesn't matter. It's
in
miserable.
the city?
You don't even have to.
Why is it miserable?
Well, for someone that's sort of in a relationship with someone that I love, on and off, and regardless of that, I am my age, mid-30s. I don't care. I'm not aging myself. I don't give a shit. I am what I am. Dating is miserable here. And the older you get as a woman, as you know.
Why is
I'm
it
sure
miserable?
too,
Why is it miserable?
because I feel like, my expectations, for one, are high. And I feel
Are
like
high.
people out here have high expectations.
And what
as
are your
well.
expectations
You gotta be like an all-around 10 in every
in
category.
every area?
Yeah. When I was younger, dude, I feel like I dated below in terms of people didn't treat me the way.
And when you
I
say younger,
deserved.
when was this?
Like
last week?
3 or 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay.
And I feel like I didn't date up to my expectations because you get bored. And being in New York is the biggest city. Is it the biggest city in the world? No, but in America,
It's
it is,
close.
population-wise. It is also the loneliest place in the world. And I struggle sometimes with anxiety disorder and mental health, and I'm sure most people my age would.
Mhm.
A lot of my girlfriends are married and having a baby or having a baby too, and I'm here in my life hanging out with the bros, which I love. But there are times when I get home
Yeah.
And you're alone.
You want somebody there.
And I'm watching fucking guys like you talking about sports cards and bullshit. And I'm like,
Well, but wait
and
a
I
second.
love it, but it's different.
What is it hard to find somebody here who wants to get serious? Is everybody looking for flings? Like, what? There's so many people.
All
There's
of the
millions of
above.
people. Like,
I-
why is it so hard?
No, like all of the above. Like I've had crushes on people that haven't had them back, and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's hard. Dating's hard. You're single.
How do you normally meet people? Are guys approaching you in the bar or online? Like, how are you like meeting people? Not
You ever been on Hinge? My famous line on the Netflix show. You ever been on Hinge?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
It's a shit show.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, here it must be a real shit show.
Yeah. Have you been on here?
I don't
I
get
wanna-
1,000 matches like you do,
no,
girl.
let's
You probably
go
have
on.
you probably have a plethora of options.
You know, I can set up a profile and make you look
And make
like
me
a
good.
freaking-
We need to do that.
freaking 9 out of 10 because no one's a 10. We're gonna do that.
Sure.
What do you think about that, chat? Throw it back over to Colin, my boy Colin.
Yeah.
There he is. Look at him. Look
I
at
mean,
that good-looking devil.
you said it.
That's crazy. Does the chat know you're twin?
They know I'm great looking. That's what they know. That's what they know. Oh my God, we got a hug. Oh. I love my life. Okay, this is one. Why don't you, Ryan, mute, and I'll entertain the chat. Chat. It is now. I can't believe people actually tune in at 9. It's 9:55
I know,
here.
it's crazy.
Is it 9:55? Yeah. Hold on. Let me check my watch. 9:50. No. No. Yeah, it's 9:55. It's almost 10 o'clock. For us on the West Coast that are used to West Coast time, it is closer to. What time is it? 7 o'clock.
Some of the baseball games are just starting.
Yeah, so we're just getting going out here. We're getting going.
Giant game's just starting.
Giants game is just starting. We're loving life. Ryan's going to propose. I think he has a ring. If he doesn't, whatever, we'll get him one tomorrow. We have Auburn Trading Card Show here in the program. Oh, we got to cool it off in here. Ryan, what are you doing up there? What are you? I can say what the ladies do around you. It usually revolves putting money in their pocket, but we'll say that for another time. Shit. I ain't paying the electricity bill here. Turn it down. I don't give a damn. Oh, Ryan's controlling the chat now. He's actually working over there. Holy shit. Guys, in terms of breaking, we talk a lot about breakers and they're dipping and fucking all this. You know, we talk a lot about shady breakers. I would say, you know, you guys aren't paying me to say this. Clearly, you guys can if you want. My Venmo will be in your DMs later. But in terms of breaking, I haven't broke with anybody except for you guys over the past probably decade or so. I don't think I've I don't think I've ever brought into anybody's group breaks except for yours. When you see the shadiness that happens in the breaking industry, how does it make you feel?
Just a stain on what we've done and what we've, built over the last 15 years with transparency and honesty and all the stuff that we've done to try to, take care of the customers, because without them, we're not able to do this every day,
Sure. And I'm not letting you guys blow smoke up our chat's ass, because I certainly wouldn't want them to do that. But because, I mean, here's the deal is you guys have been around for a long time, and we saw evidence of it today. You could have CT scanned the box of treasures and found out there was a $500,000 Luka Doncic card in there that his mom signed. He didn't even sign the card. His mom signed it.
Lulu, baby.
There was a Luka Doncic card in the National Treasures box that you sold for whatever, $13,000. That was worth, we'll just say $200,000 to $500,000. So clearly you guys don't CT scan your own product. I mean, when you see these other guys, then these other guys are getting allocation from Tops. These other guys are getting allocation from Panini. They might even get a better allocation than you guys do. You guys have I've actually been to it. You guys actually have a hobby shop that you can, it's not one of these fake hobby shops that you can like fucking walk into for an hour out of the day. It's literally a hobby shop that you can drive by on the freeway and get and like go into. How do you feel like when you see this stuff happening? Do you think there needs to be more done inside? Like, this is your guys' business. This is your guys' shit. Do you think there's more that needs to be
There
done?
definitely should be a better vetting process because, again, like in the industry we're in, like really to get started, all you need is a computer, a webcam,
just a phone now, actually.
And a phone. Yeah, actually, now it's all phone. Like, yeah, so we had going back to the fact that we're dinosaurs. Yeah, we still use a computer most of the time.
Yeah.
But like there's not a big the price of entry isn't substantial. So I mean there's always going to be bad apples, right? And you just got to push them out, man. Like we got to kind of police it ourselves.
And you guys do a great job of policing.
I mean, you guys do a killer job doing what you guys do.
I mean, here's the thing: we're the unpaid police over here. Because I mean, believe me, the daily rate on a hotel like this ain't covering the ad revenue that Sports Card Radio makes for a whole year, basically. So what can? Because here's the deal: like, I don't understand why like Sports Card Radio and the chat in particular, it's not really Sports Card Radio. The chat is even more fired up about this bullshit that happens than we are. Like they get pissed. Like when we show a breaker dipping, they're like on the chat or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, this guy dipped." When we do a video on that, it's not that we were watching that fucking breaker.
Right. Oh, it's people.
Somebody sent it to us. Okay.
It pisses us off. Like I wish I could just basically be like, "Dude, you're done." Like. And you do see when it does happen, it is most of the time, not all the time, like smaller breaker operations that like just that was probably their intention in the first place. They just can't contain themselves and they gotta rip people off.
Yeah, I mean, I think you gotta, if you're buying in too, to give these guys money to support them, you got to see if they have what kind of skin in the game.
Yeah,
if they're breaking from their mommy's basement, they don't have a website, they have 100 followers on Instagram. Why is that a place that you're giving money to?
I mean, do your due diligence, like when you actually make a purchase from a group breaker, like watch some of their like previous feeds, like see what platform they're breaking on. Honestly, like the most, I mean, Whatnot is one of the places that's right now. It's like I feel the Wild West. I mean, we've been on there before. Doug was on there recently. They got a lot of traction. They get a lot of viewers, a lot of eyeballs, but the stuff I see going on over there, it almost seems every time a breaker dips, like 90% of the time, it's a Whatnot stream.
So why do you think that is?
Whatnot because I think they approve everybody and anybody. They need to do a better job of vetting who is representing their brand.
So Whatnot needs to do a better job of vetting the breakers.
They need to do a better job of vetting.
Because what we've seen is breakers that do something stupid, they're suspended for maybe a week or two and then they're back. And so you think that maybe they should be suspended or
you get it should be no tolerance. Like you get caught dipping, you're done.
What about Fanatics Live? It's like, what if I got some allocation or I had some fucking boxes or whatever, instead of spending money on a hotel room or a Rolex, I decided to buy trading cards. Could I start breaking on Fanatics Live?
Their vetting process is a little bit more in depth.
What is their vetting process like?
I heard somebody.
I heard today that they need to show a minimum of, $250,000 in sales before they even get the application.
So you need $250,000 in sales.
From what I've heard, like we were one of the first that were invited, like one of the first 10 that were on the platform. So we didn't go through that process, but that's what I've heard now. I can't. That is literally, it's hearsay though. That's just from somebody who basically came up to us today and was talking about it. Like I don't know if that's true or not, but is that Brandon Cooks to 99?
Oh,
watching,
geez.
99.
I mean,
are we
come on.
watching the
Come on.
greatest dip video in history?
Come on.
Historical.
I mean,
I actually bought a
Is
Brandon
he
Cooks.
gonna
and I graded
go
it because of
through
this
and
video.
find?
Check an email.
Is
guys.
he, wait,
You
is he
gotta
gonna
check
go
an
through
email.
it? Is he gonna go through and find a Mr. Kerry Collins?
You had to check
We
an
got a
email.
Mr. Kerry Collins coming out.
I mean, come on. Come on, you guys know we gotta milk it over here at Sports Card Radio. We don't fucking got shit to sell. We don't got nothing to sell, so we gotta milk 8-year-old videos on breakers dipping. We might have made more on breakers dipping than the breakers themselves have. Although allegedly this guy hit a Tom Brady autograph contenders card.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Which I don't exactly know what those are worth, but I gotta imagine that's in the 6-figure club. And turns out, look at Ryan. God, this guy milks the shit out of this. I mean, God fucking damn. No wonder you got the snow falling and the baby's coming.
Hey,
All I gotta say is there should have been cameras rolling in fucking Vegas. Stop it, guys. Let's be real right now. Let's be real. Ryan wishes Alex would say yes if he proposed. She won't.
This is one of the good chats.
Hey, what I will say is Alex here or did she leave?
She's on phone.
Okay.
She's calling her parents to make sure.
Here's what I'm gonna say, guys. This is we're at it's 10:05 p.m. Eastern time. It's what is it on the West Coast? 7:05.
7:05.
So it's early. Ken Golden's got 5 acres on a golf course. He's got a Netflix show, but he doesn't got Alex working for him no more. So that's if he wants to win the Emmy. He got nominated for an Emmy. Ken, I know you're watching.
He was
Ken.
nominated, huh?
So Ken Golden was nominated for a daytime Emmy. Ken. Alex. Ken was nominated for a daytime Emmy. This was largely because of you. Largely because of you. But and I think and I know Ken and I know from good I have good knowledge and good information that Ken watches the show. So I think so, yes. Ken, Alex got you the nomination. He's not here, but I have again, I have good knowledge that he watches the show. Alex got you the nomination. You have 5 acres on a golf course. You don't have Alex on the show. I think that's a problem. Number one, that's a number one problem. You want to win the day. Getting nominated for a daytime Emmy is one thing. Winning one is another thing. If you want to win, we need Alex back on the show, and we need an appearance by Sports Card Radio, and then it's signed, sealed, fucking delivered. We win that fucking daytime Emmy, and we're raising the fucking trophy right away.
Oh, wait. You know what would really set the golden touch
By the
off
way, Ken, I have nothing to do.
is it? No, this is all coming from us. Is if like they filmed us going like on a date or something? Like, wouldn't that be amazing?
You're already getting me canceled
Yeah.
by everyone in my life,
Yeah.
but that'd be good.
Wouldn't that be good TV?
Great TV.
We could go out to one of these really nice restaurants. Netflix could pay
What do you think's nice? Chick-fil-A?
for it. Girl, we're in the nicest hotel room you've ever seen. You think Chick-fil-A is going to do it for me? You think I'm taking you to Chick-fil-A? You think I'm taking you to Chick-fil-A? You think I'm taking you to Chick-fil-A? What if it's Sunday? We can't even go on Sunday. We can't even go on Sunday.
You know,
Bro, do you know who Sports Card Radio is?
I will accept.
Okay, I'll get it.
All right. No, twin. It has to be this twin.
I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you. I'll find it.
Just busting your balls. Now unmute me.
We'll get a rezo at Rayo's. We'll get hooked up. Rayo's, for all you guys know, is a fantastic Italian place out here in New York City. You can go to your local grocery store and get the marinara sauce, which is absolutely fantastic, I think, for grocery store marinara.
It
Uh,
is. That's what we use.
Really?
Mhm.
The official marinara of mojobreak.com
Reyes.
is Reyes.
Yep. Kids love it. The 4 cheese. That's what's out.
Do you- yeah. Hey, do you guys have a discount code you guys can shout out right now?
What's the one? Fan 10?
Fan 10. There
Yep.
you go.
Fan 10, FAN 10. You go to what are you? I gotta go to mojobreak.com.
That's it. Yep.
Mojobreak.com.
It might. It might.
What's our promo code?
We had you guys on the affiliate program back in like, I don't know,
Do we?
15 years ago.
Shit, let's start that up again.
2013.
I'll have the top floor suite if
Yeah.
we get that promo code. Mojobreak.com. What's the promo code again?
Fan 10.
Fan 10.
10% off.
Fan 10. 10% off. Breaks all weekend long at mojobreak.com. I don't know who's breaking for you guys right now since they're all appear to be here.
We got young Greg. He's probably live on YouTube right now.
Okay.
We got Jake probably on Fanatics Live.
Okay.
And
Probably
got the gaming guys on TikTok ripping some Pokemon.
How's the gaming? How's the game? I know Flesh and Blood was big there for a minute. Like
One Piece. Huge.
Yeah.
Who?
One Piece.
That's a product?
Yeah.
I think it's like an anime. I think it's
One
an anime
Piece?
show.
Japanese versions of it too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you right now, the Pokemon Sealed Wax margin doesn't really seem to be that great. You gotta break it in quantity. I mean, you gotta really go through it to make anything.
No suit coat for Dan.
No suit coat. No, I just went straight. Actually, I went with the Mike Rubin look, the black T-shirt.
Daddy's dressing them now.
Daddy's dressing me. Actually, it's funny. Yeah, we're doing apparel now from Top. So yeah. So actually, they are dressing us.
That's true. Yeah. Think about some Hammond shirts, bundles.
So, hey, I know you guys got a podcast. Like, do you guys like? You know, I
Make
mean,
a bunch of money doing it.
No. I know you guys like I've been in the podcast game a long
I
time.
think you guys got to make at least 100 times more than we make.
I mean, I like not more than me. I make zero. I mean,
Yeah, I think we make about what negative.
you guys probably make more than the podcast than I do. Ryan makes maybe a couple of dollars, but not more than I do. What the fuck was I gonna say? Yeah. I've been drinking. I'm not, guys. My apologies. I'm three quarters done with the Belvedere. What was I going to ask you guys? I don't even fucking remember.
Alex does need a podcast.
Fucking I don't know.
Well, we've been doing. I mean, how long has it been since we've been consistent with the pod? I think we're like 370 some odd. What
358 episodes of the hype. You know, we
But
had
before that, the thing is, when we first started the podcast, we were like inconsistent with it. And I got to say, like, if you're ever going to start a podcast, it's all about being consistent. Like having like one day a week that that everybody knows consistently that you're going to be live. Because we would do like 1 week, then we'd wait like 3 weeks, and we'd wait like a month, and we'd do it again in like 3 days. Like it was inconsistent, so we couldn't really get traction. So I say now, like doing it like every Wednesday and putting it out Thursday, like.
Oh, and then we had the live call-in show with
That's
Rob.
what I said. I was like, we need royalties from the Sports Card Live that's doing it now.
Yep.
Like, where's my paycheck? Where's my royalty check?
Where you used to have to do it from the your phone.
Dude,
at
I used
work.
to do it. Well, that's when I was working at the music store, and I would do it from my car in the parking lot in Santa Cruz, California.
I remember when you were working. Yeah, you guys were breaking, but you were still working at this music store. Do you still work in the music store now?
No, I opened up my own music store now since I
Whoa.
closed it down.
Whoa. Oh, so you opened a music store, you
So,
closed
yeah,
it down.
In 14, I opened up a music store.
Okay.
Closed it in like 17.
Okay.
But I think around 14 is when I really start going full time at Mojo Break. Maybe 15.
I went full time in 2012.
I think you went full time in 2012.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. You know, not all businesses that you start can be a success. I mean, and that's crazy because like I had worked in the music industry my whole adult life. Opened up a brick and mortar, and 3 years later, it was like, money pit. We're just like,
Yeah.
shut it, close it.
I would say the businesses that fail are more valuable than the ones that
I will say
succeed.
I learned so much from running a business that failed that has helped me in like basically working with this business to make it successful.
Yeah. I would say that
Dude, the sports car nonsense is there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He watches.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that Gio?
No, it's
Jesse. Is that Jesse?
I don't know.
It must be Jesse.
He could call in. I'll drop the chat.
If it's Jesse, he's actually worn my sports coat before.
I would say sports car radio is the guilty pleasure of everybody in the hobby. Is you have to tune in. It says it's Gio.
Gio.
I had big
Gio.
shoes to fill today, and I didn't come close to filling.
He did not.
Gio, if you want to write a check to Sports Car Radio, Charles Schwab is accepting deposits, and we do accept deposits.
I want the sports card nonsense mojo break basketball game battle is what I want.
I'll show up in a basketball game.
Calling you out, Gio.
I'll show up in a basketball game.
I think we're gonna do the 40-yard dash tomorrow, right?
I ain't doing that.
You want no part of that, Doug?
Do it.
Here, you guys are on.
Nice.
You guys are on.
All right.
Alex. So
We're on.
we're on. We're live. So
Who's Mike's on there?
we're talking about your dating life,
I love it.
and so wait a second. I have one other question about like advice.
Wait, what is this hat? Is that a
It's the
what
biggest
day
night.
Yeah.
Biggest night.
Very cool.
The ugliest uniforms in all sports. Here's what we won the Stanley Cup. So
It's still the. Don't you think those are the ugliest uniforms ever? It's not even gold. It's like pea color
I think they're fine.
or whatever.
I actually think they're fine. Advice for young men or younger women.
Who am I to give
Dating-
dating advice? Sitting here.
You're single. You probably do get hit on a lot.
I
You get
love,
hit on a
I
lot?
love somebody.
that
I
work?
don't know if they love me back, but I do love somebody.
How does that work?
Huh?
How does that work? Do you get hit on a lot?
Yeah.
And then, okay, so what would work for you if a man approached you,
Either out, maybe even at Fanatics Fest at a bar. What would be like a green flag for you? Mike, do it. So lean in a little bit. Everybody wants to hear that.
Honestly, there's no green flags.
Here, lean in, right here.
The green flag. I don't know. Just be a decent human being, man, woman. Be a decent, kind human soul. Also, be good looking. Be cool.
And that doesn't happen to you out here. Like
Actually, I think it's
people.
harder. I think that maybe it's a little bit of it is up here. Maybe I'm expecting too much. Who knows? I have no idea.
your expectations are too high. You think?
I don't think. I mean, depends.
Have you ever been like close to getting married or close to like?
I've been in love very recently, but do they love you back? That's the question. Everyone has their, everyone. Look at who the hell you. I don't care if you're Libby Dunn or me. Like people fall in love. But does the other person love them back? Dating is hard. Dating is a fine line. You get it. We've been there. I know it's tough. But we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Ugh, I don't even want to talk about it. I love my hobby, man. It's the hobby dating at the national.
Well, look, the guys in the hobby are decrepit, but I'm talking about New York City here, where there's millions of
they're
eligible
decrepit.
men.
Decrepit. The older I get, the harder everything is in life. Because now I'm getting to the age where I'm turning 35 in 9 days.
Did you guys hear that? Wow, she looks great.
You're young.
Yeah.
You're a youngin.
I'm a young
Jeez.
soul. Yes.
I'm
Tell
right.
that to my ticking clock. But no matter what you're dating, a man, a woman, you're getting at this point, you're getting a lot of people sloppy seconds.
After a certain age, you think
Yeah,
those are red flags.
And you don't want that. No, because then I don't think I'm a red flag. Maybe I am a red flag.
You're still young. I'm almost 10 years older than you, so I've gotten the red flags.
Are you actually? Like,
Yeah.
I'm 42.
That's fucking almost 10 years older than you are.
Not stop aging yourself. But I think that, in life, dude, I think that a lot of people get lucky and they find their person. And I think that a lot of people that I grew up with specifically, they say they're happy and on social media they look like fine and dandy, but then they're going to be divorced in 5 years. I'm not rooting for the demise, but Some of us
Are
are
you-
in our sleep.
Are you actively looking for something serious? Like, do you go into relationships looking for something like serious? No, we're hitting the hard topics here. Like, do
I love that you're grilling me on this. I mean, like, I don't even know. I'm in sort of a relationship right now, but like, I don't know. I don't know if they let me back.
and how long's this relationship gone?
Over a year. And the love-
Over a year, and you don't know.
And the love is there. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are, or where you live. Like at my age and your age too, I feel like if you're dating someone, you better be all the hell in. Or plus, like, what's the point, right? Don't you think? If you want babies, like
If
do
you
do
both,
want-
I
do
think
want
you
little
both. Absolutely not. That would be terrifying. That would be terrifying for this nation.
All right,
For
change the goddamn
yes,
subject.
no, that'd be terrifying.
What? You can still do it. Being a man is so easy. Do whatever you want. Boom.
I agree with that.
You guys
I
have no
actually
idea.
agree with that. There's probably more pressure on women. Do you have
Not
pressure from?
probably, yeah, like physically, physically there's a lot more pressure.
Do you put that pressure on yourself either from seeing friends that are getting married and have
Well,
kids?
no, I put the pressure on myself because like we have bodies that age and like you can only no.
You want to have kids?
I do.
How many kids do you
I
want?
want a little baby.
You want little babies?
I
Right now.
want a little baby.
What would? Hold on.
Are we really? These guys
What?
want to know.
What would we name her? What would our child be named?
Alexander.
Alexander.
Because why do men?
Guys.
Hear me out. Why do men get to name their sons after them, but women can't do
Is it a junior if it's named after you?
it? AJ.
Yeah, AJ.
So you want to have multiple children?
I just want to have a baby at this point.
You don't care.
I literally don't care. I just want to be free and happy.
Have you always wanted to be a mom?
Yeah. I got my French bulldog.
That's a start. That's
Carmela Anthony Jimo.
That's a start.
What about you?
Do I want to have kids?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Like I
Why?
said, this would be horrible for this nation.
But you're an uncle.
I'm an uncle, which is fine. I can go to bed.
You can get
and
rid of them.
Yeah,
I do the same thing with my niece. I'm like, I love you. You're so cute. But like, take them back.
Is that a hurdle for you when you're meeting people that
You say, hey, I want to have kids.
No, I feel like I'm not that old, dude.
no, but I'm saying, do people in New York want to have kids? Do you meet people that like, oh yeah, I want to start a
Yeah,
family?
but like the problem is like a lot of times I hang around with people that have so much money and they're just like, it's not a thing. It's just different for men and women. One day you guys will understand. It's different.
Like different how? Like the pressure?
Just because women can only
Well,
have kids, for a certain a lot of
So
time.
you feel like your time, the clock is ticking.
Oh, it literally is in all of us, unless you're what's his
Oh,
name?
Robert Downey Jr. or something? Didn't he have like?
No, I'm not talking about what's his name. No, what's his name? No, not Captain America. The hell is his name? Wow,
We're
this is
really
embarrassing.
blanking.
You guys, what's his name in Marvel? Chat. Why am I being an idiot right now? Iron Man. You're Iron Man.
Robert Downey Jr. isn't
Yeah,
he?
but I'm talking about the guy who has the Playboy bunny.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad life.
So what are you doing tomorrow at the fest?
Oh God.
By the way, can we retire? Everyone is calling it Fan Fest. It's called Fanatics Fest.
It's called
Fanatics Fest.
God, if I hear
Honestly,
one more dude say Fan Fest.
honestly,
I wouldn't go back unless I had to. Unless I was connected with the show and connected with the program. I wouldn't go back because it needs 500 more tables.
Okay,
It
so you
literally needs
So
500
you
more
enjoy
tables.
like you enjoy like the national more because you're actually like million.
I would much rather go to the National. There's a White Plains show, East Coast National, going on right now.
I
with
know,
500 tables.
head to head.
That I would literally, if I was,
So go tomorrow.
if I wanted, I'm not going to do that.
30
But
minutes.
if I wanted to go to a card show, that's the one I would be at.
Yeah,
This thing,
it's different.
it's a little different.
It's a totally different experience.
It's not bad, but for me personally, I like to dig through the dollar boxes, the quarter
Yeah,
boxes,
no,
the
I
dime
get it.
boxes. I love the expensive shit, but a lot of times you're not getting a good deal on this expensive
But
shit.
you're not getting Livy Dunn at the East Coast National.
That's true, but I usually don't. I usually don't like oogle over. I'm not like somebody who's like oogle over a celebrity.
But I understand what you're saying. Like you don't have kids. I feel like a lot of that, like the fan integration stuff and the projects in the beginning are a lot of like unathletic middle-aged men or kids with their moms and dads.
What would you rather go to? What's something would you rather go to the national and not to work, not working, but just you have to go and you have to pick one.
No, actually,
The national or Fanatics?
love Fanatics and top. If you could put the national here with like, I wish I could combine it. I know that's a cop out answer, isn't it?
Well, I think that's what they're trying to do here.
But
Isn't that what this is?
Yeah,
This is
but
they're
I
trying to do.
had fun though. Like we have a different, like I had fun doing like the events and all that shenanigans and stuff. Like I talked to Derek. We have different experience. I talked to Derek Jeter today. I saw Pete Manning. I ran
They'll
into
come up and talk to you. Trust and believe Derek Jeter ain't coming up to me and be like,
ran into Christopher Mad Dog Russo. I shot the shit with him. Like I like that. And at the same time, I was comfortable. There was AC. The bathrooms were clean. I got a freaking decent lunch. But yeah, I did miss that. You know, getting in the trenches with the hobby bros, totally. But at the same time, I don't come to events like this to wheel and deal. Like I'm not on that level hobby wise. Like yes, I PC, yes, I collect, but I'm coming to these events to just to be with family and entertain and do that. So it depends on exactly who you are and what your priorities are, right?
Yeah.
So I think that next year. Not even next year. Fanatics is bringing this to the West Coast soon to you. I'll be
to LA, I think.
I'll be coming. You'll be coming to my hotel.
Right. Hey, she said I'll be coming to her hotel room.
And I think that it will be complete. I think that they will listen to people like us giving advice and guidance, and I think it will change. The one thing I know is that they're perfectionists, and it's going to change. So.
Have you ever worked with Fanatics? Have they hired you at all?
Yeah.
To do anything?
Yeah. No, I've done some on and off freelance work, contract work. I'm contract employee for everyone. Even Ken Golden and MLB Network, Fanatics, all of them.
What was it like?
I need a full-time job with them.
Did you hear that, guys?
But do I want one is the question. Do I want to sell my soul?
Well, that's a good question. Do you want to sell your soul
No.
to the man and
No.
to the working grind?
No, I will
Do you
never
want to
sell
work
my
40
soul
hours
to
a
the
week?
man. I will never sell my soul
Do you
to
want to
anyone.
work 40 hours a week?
No. And I don't want to go into an office. Maybe like 2 days a week, that's fine. But I can't sit still.
How do you feel your times when you're not working? What do you do when you're not working?
Play with my dog, hang around, walk her.
And just chill. And just hang out.
Literally, my life is pretty. It's kind of like, if you think about it, it's kind of depressing. Because like all your friends, I'm sure you've experienced this. Your friends get older, get married, have
Sure.
babies, and then you stop getting invited to the dinner parties or like this and that. You're like, hang out with me. And now I'm getting to the age where I don't want to go out to the freaking club or the bar.
Right.
I don't care how cool. I don't care if Jay-Z invites me to the 40-40 club. I don't want to show up in the hooker heels with the skirt and all that. I don't want to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would rather hang out with the pros. Like this to me is more fun than like literally Jay-Z inviting me to freaking 40-40 club with the opportunity of hanging out with Taylor Swift and Beyonce. But I'm also a weirdo. So cheers to that.
Well, you've also probably been around a lot of different athletes and been in that particular environment. Do you want to stay in working in sports, or would you branch off into
Working
something
in
different?
sports, I would never, ever, ever do this again.
Why?
It's just been so brutal. It's
Why?
a
Like
really-
how brutal
It's really tough.
for a woman?
Yeah. Well, for
Or
anyone.
are you talking about
For any-
general?
For anyone. But yeah, for a woman. And like, you know, the Me Too movement,
Sure.
I started out way before that. And I'm not saying woe is me, but like women before me paved the way. But it's a lot easier for women nowadays than it was for me 10 years ago. And so on and so
Sure.
and vice versa. Like there's shit that I can tell you. I can write a freaking manifesto and ruin a lot of people's lives. But I'm not that person.
Sure.
I don't want to gain notoriety, fame, or money from that. I want to earn the respect and gain it from hard work and perseverance. That's what I'm doing. So, but it's fun. What did you want to be when you grew up?
What did I want to be when I was little?
Yeah.
I realized really early that I wasn't going to be an NBA player. I thankfully came to that realization really early. I think I actually wanted to be like a general manager of a team. I wanted to like work.
Me
in
too.
sports.
Sounds good. I love Theo Epstein.
And you
Love
you probably know this really well, is that once you start to look into sports jobs, it's not a 40-hour week. It's 60.
and they pay you nothing.
They pay you jack shit. Right. You make 30 grand a year and
And
you
the
work
same thing with
60.
the networks. Nothing.
The networks work the same.
Everyone thinks the lifestyle is so glamorous. It's
How does
anything.
how does somebody like you make a lot of money in this industry?
I don't.
How does that happen? Is it even possible?
Well, if I like poured myself out on social media.
Poured yourself out in what way?
Just like you know, that's not like it's like
Not literally,
that's not
but-
like an anti-feminist way. Just saying like post it a lot, which I don't do, which I should do. Post. Social media. I hate social media. I hate it. I know you hate it too. I hate it.
I absolutely hate it, but you have 10 times more followers, probably 100 times more followers than I do.
But think about it. If I actually posted and put effort in, I could have way more than I do. And that's where you make money. That's where these influencers, you guys that were walking around their mouth all day.
What do you think of them?
They're a lot. Most of them are a bunch of nobody kids. They're making millions. I'm jealous. I'm envious. Jealousy is not the right word. I'm envious. I wish I didn't have that journalistic integrity. I feel like I was a little too old because Instagram came out in 2012. I graduated in 2012. And that's when
You
boom.
think you're old?
But that's when
I
the
didn't even
boom
know
hit.
Instagram
Yeah.
wasn't around
And I
until
never
after.
took advantage of the TikTok thing and all that and all that. But cheers. Throw cheers, brother. I want
Colin.
to go in there. Chat. I
You're
love
in,
you.
Colin.
Oh, here in a moment. Here. Oh shit! I just removed him. Geo,
Pipe down in the comments.
please. Geo. Oh my God, here he is. Hold on. Can we like make him bigger?
No.
That's what I'm talking about. My cock right now.
Oh, maybe.
Mine's already big enough. Mike, how are we, sir? How are we doing?
What's up, fellas?
I thought
Where are you?
How you feeling, dude?
Where the hell are you?
feeling
Where the hell are you right now?
I am at home in Nashville. I had a well-timed ER visit yesterday, so I had to cancel my trip.
Oh no,
dude.
no.
But
I knew you guys were going. I didn't want to get called out publicly, so I stayed home. The fear of SCR. I was like, nope.
Stop.
No.
Stop it. Stop it. You're bullshitting us. I don't like that. I don't like that.
However, I will say I am a fan. I heard you say earlier nothing private about it, man. I say it all the time on our show, man. I like what you guys do.
You're fucking with us. What are you doing tonight? Nashville.
You're looking at it. Sitting in my basement with my dogs. Trying not to die.
Where's the women at? Ryan's got Alex. Where the fuck are you doing?
Oh, they need their own show. That's their replacement.
Are
right
you
there,
married?
fellas.
Are you married? Do you have a girlfriend?
16 years married.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Nope.
Apologize.
No.
Do you have any
I
kids?
An 11-month-old.
Oh my God. 11 months.
Oh,
11 months.
You
So you're about to change a diaper.
Just did. Yep. Oh yeah.
You just did. God bless you, my man. So you're not at Fanatics Fest, but you're seeing what's going on. You're seeing your competition. You're seeing your competition right now. Not Ryan with Alex.
No, I can't compete there. No, he's
You
got
can't
that locked
compete
down.
there. God only knows that. But you're seeing your competition. Mojo Break is here. They're spending like 50 racks to bring their employees here.
He was on the pod today. Doug held it down, man.
Filth motherfucking Bomb had fucking like 1 million people. Like, I was like, who the fuck is Filth Bomb Breaks? Never even fucking heard of these motherfuckers.
Mojo, much better.
Damn right. Use the promo. What's the promo code?
Fan 10.
Mojo 10. Use the promo code Mojo Friend.
I thought
We
it
got
was fan 10.
666 watching. That's a
Fan 10. Yeah.
Fan 10. Excuse me. Fan 10 to save 10%. Ryan. Oh my God. Bro, we gotta go to the Diamond District tomorrow.
Ken Golden.
Ken.
Comment Ken.
Oh God, Ken wants to call in.
Throw me out. Talk to Ken, man. That's all good.
No. We don't.
I missed you today, dude.
We love you.
Doug,
We love you. You spent $700,000 on an app, right? Is that right?
900. Yep. we talked about this in nauseum. Yes, you roasted me. You roasted
$900,000. $900,000 on a fucking app. Oh my God. Are you still feeling that? Are you still feeling the pain from that?
I paid off everything as of March. I was pretty excited. Paid off the debt, the card, everything. So I was pumped.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. So you took out an investment, right?
Mm-hmm.
From some decent name investors. You paid them all back, or is it just kind of water under the bridge?
No. I paid off the company debt and all the credit card and all that. The investors' money was pretty much all lost. Yep.
Fair enough. It happens. It happens. Investor money, especially in these startups, shit happens.
That's
What's
right.
What's your next move? What's your next move? You know what Fanatics is doing. You know Panini is fucking down the river. What's your next move?
So we break on live now. We break on Fanatics Live, and then we do the podcast. The podcast is still our big thing.
So you break on Fanatics Live. They give me a cut on what's their commission?
So I think it's 6%. Well, not for the big guys. I think the big guys pay less. We pay 6% to them, 2.5% for.
Hold on. He pays 6%. What do you guys pay per?
No. Plus
Same.
processing fee. Yeah, it's the same thing. I think.
Everybody's the same. At least they told us that.
So
That's
wait,
what I've been-
on every for $100 sale, you're
get
paying
$9.
$6
Closer to $10, but yeah.
plus
Plus-
processing fee.
give or take 3% probably from Visa.
Call it 9% total. Yep.
9%.
9.5.
That's what you guys are paying.
Yep. Same.
Yeah.
And you're in Nashville. Why the hell fucking are you not in where are we at? New York City? Why are you not in New York City?
Stomach bug.
Yeah, I was in rough shape. I was in the hospital yesterday. So
Stop. COVID's not a thing anymore.
it wasn't.
Oh my fucking god.
I agree.
Hey.
I agree.
Hey, I got Ken Golden on the line.
Do your thing. I'll talk to you fellas later.
All right, boss. All right.
Yeah.
Fucking god. Oh my god.
This guy.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you real quick, before you start talking. You want to win an Emmy. You want to win. I know you want to win.
Yes, I want to win fucking Emmy.
Yes, you do. Fucking yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
You want to win an Emmy. There's two things that need to happen. Two things.
Yes.
Look at Ryan and look at Ryan.
I see, Alex.
It's in the cup. Hey, 24 karat gold can be in the cup.
Okay.
If you want to win an Emmy, two things need to happen because I don't think it happened this year.
Okay.
Two things need to happen if you want to win an Emmy. Alex needs to be on the show. Number one.
And this is not me.
No, hey, she didn't pay me to say this. We're up in the country, bro. Hey, I know you stand fat. You got 5 acres on a golf course. You cool, but
You gonna put a ring on her? Is that what you're doing?
we got a ring. What you talking about? We got like 2 carats on a ring. We got 2 carats. We got 18 karat gold white gold right here, bro. And we got 10K white gold on the neck. So, hey, you want to win an Emmy?
Yep.
Alex got to be on the show.
Yep.
We need a little drama.
And you need to guest star, right?
A guest star? We need minus the guest.
Yeah.
Star, bro. Star. We need a star. Then the Emmy. What everything else falls into place. Star on the Hollywood Boulevard follows.
I want, you know what I want? What I really want?
What
I
do you want? What do you want?
Best original song. That's what I want to be nominated for. Best original song, my rap, right?
Okay. I want that for you too. I want that for you in the worst way. The way you get that is by bringing Sports Card Radio onto Netflix. What is this thing on Netflix?
Listen, you should have left your lunch earlier and met Laura and I at the show.
Oh, Ryan wanted to meet Laura. Believe me. I mean,
oh no, that's not happening.
Stop.
It's not happening.
Hey. It's not happening. See, he would get a piece of gold, and you know what's going to happen. But hey, if you get Sports Card Radio on the Golden Touch, Emmy is secured. The Emmy is secured.
Well,
Gary,
honestly, no bullshit. I literally was going to ask Barry when I was in Timberline. I was going to say, can I invite 2 people to meet you? But we were like, he was pressed for time. But
pressed for time.
He was pressed for time. But here's the deal. You guys saw the show. I owe Barry Bonds something, right? I owe him a ball. So
Barry
I'm
Bonds.
going to have to come back out to California
Okay.
and get him his Babe Ruth Hank Aaron ball so he can sign it and give it to his son.
So wait a second. You came out to California and didn't contact Sports Card Radio? Bro, this is why I didn't win an Emmy.
Exactly.
Oh, hold on. Mute. Hold on.
Can you even hear me?
What I'm bummed about is that I can't see the chat word on this.
Oh, you don't want to see the chat.
You don't want to see the chat.
I'm gonna go on my phone.
You don't want to see the chat,
Can you
Ken.
hear
I wanna
me?
see the
Can
chat.
Ken hear me?
The chat.
Of
The
course I
chat.
can hear you, Alex.
You don't want to see
The
the
chat is
chat.
truth. It's like Jesus.
Let me see.
The chat is like Jesus. And
They want your thoughts on Will Grier.
On what?
On Will
Oh my
Grier.
God, is he still playing? By the way, does he still play? Is he in the NFL?
Who?
Will?
Will?
Grier. Yeah.
I'm more relevant than Will Grier at this
Okay, I
point.
was gonna say.
Come on. If you want to win an Emmy, you need to contact me.
Okay.
I'm dead serious. You want to win an Emmy? I
Oh,
want
by
to
the
win
way,
an Emmy.
by the way,
I want you
for
to live
those
that
of
trophy
you
more than anybody.
For those of you who said that when I was typing, that is not really Ken Golden.
It's
Here you
really
go.
Ken Golden.
Here you go.
It's really you. The shirt you have on, bro. I mean, come on.
I had to. Well, it's look, it's a Friday night. It is my birthday weekend, so my wife took me out, and there you go.
Hey,
and
okay.
I said, can I take 5 minutes and call into Sports Card Radio? And she said, 5 minutes, not 15 minutes. So
No. She, if she had my phone number, she'd give you about 50 minutes. So here's the deal.
Thank you.
Hey,
I'm reading
your
the
wife,
chat right now.
Your wife loves me. Hey, here's the deal. Your wife wants you to win an Emmy. I want
Yes.
you to win an Emmy.
Yes.
I know you want to win an Emmy.
Yes, I do.
You know where you gotta get to is Alex has gotta be the centerpiece of that enemy, and then Ryan and Colin, bro, is Hollywood star after that. It's Hollywood star after that. You know that.
You know what's fucked up? This is what's fucked up. Before,
hold on. Some's fucked up.
Okay. So
Okay.
Alex complained after season 1. She said, I'm the only one that did not have a scene with just you. She goes, Dave had a scene, Ryan had a scene, Laura's got a million scenes. Of course, she's my daughter. Carlo had a scene, blah, 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 blah. She goes, I didn't. So we actually had 2 scenes. One, I will say it, she had me on the interview couch. And we're talking about, right? We're talking about the flu game shoes. And they edited it out. It was edited. I mean, it's like I saw episode 1, and like the first thing I said is Alex is gonna shit. Am I right?
Ken, do you know how much sleep I have lost? I am still pissed.
Yes, I knew. I saw episode 1, and I said Alex is gonna fucking shit. So sorry, it's not me.
I could have used your condolences.
I have no editing rights. I have no editing rights in the show. And I'm thank God. Oh boy, this chat is like going blitzkrieg. It's like it's like blitzing. My shirt is oh my God, thank you. Whoever said my shirt is a PSA. Oh, here's the big thing. Do you know that? So this is Robert Graham. You know, like I always say this. This is Robert Graham. So they supply me with clothes. They said, This is the look. This is the look of the guy that we want modeling our clothes. So they're like every month, they're like, yes, Jen.
What? Hold
Am I
on.
done?
They want you modeling what?
They want me modeling their clothes.
Who?
Robert Graham, the designer.
Who wants you modeling clothes? Not
Okay,
Ralph Lauren.
Let me see.
Not fucking Louis Vuitton. Stop it. Who wants you
No,
Ralph?
not Louis Vuitton.
Who? Target? Stop.
Target, no. Not Target. Did you think I'm in Target?
Yeah. Hey, you got 5 acres on a golf course. You ain't Target. We know that.
What's up, Jen?
Come on, Macy's.
Jen, do you have any interest
Okay,
in
we'll go
saying hi?
Macy's. Hey, Macy's.
Stay away from me. It's okay. I'm told to stay away from her with my camera. She is brushing Chloe.
Who is?
Jen, my wife is brushing the dog.
Why?
See, I can walk around the house right now because Paul's sleeping over a friend's house. So, and
Is this-
Carly will sleep through anything.
This is the house on the golf course. Is this correct?
Yeah, this
5 acres, right? You know, what's your handicap, Ken? What's your handicap? What's your handicap?
my son's got a better handicap than me. I'm too
Your
busy
son.
to golf.
Oh, your son can hit a baseball too. I've seen
Yes,
that.
Paul. What'd you say, Jen? Jen is saying that I always wore Robert Graham, and they saw me in the show and they contacted me because she bought it for me. So she wants to stand up. She wants to stand up. No, that's how it happened. Paul's the athlete in the family. Okay, I play tennis. He's a freak of nature. He's an absolute freak of nature. And Carly's a freak of nature too. Yes.
I think if you want to win an Emmy, you need your wife on as well.
I told her. I said I'm gonna get. Do you realize that King of Collectibles? This is what's freaky about it. King of Collectibles is top 10. Norway, Denmark, Iceland, Sweden, and Finland. So I tell my wife, I said, listen, they don't want Chris Hemsworth. Okay, they got Chris Hemsworth. This is what they fucking want. This is what they want in Norway and Finland. I said, you're lucky. You don't know how privileged you are to be married to me. Okay, she doesn't get that.
Wait, what? I just want your wife on Golden Touch.
I do too. I told her. I'm gonna have a stand.
And Alex.
Oh my God, this is your chat is like blistering
Sports
by.
Card Radio. I'm telling you,
chat
this
is
is how you win the
blistering
Emmy.
See, I think people didn't know I was like chill. People didn't know like, oh my God, this guy like will relax. It's like, yeah, of course I relax. So like going crazy here.
Hey, you invite us out to the 5 acres on the golf course.
Yep. I
get
think you
Alex
measured it. I
back
think
on
it
the
was
show.
4.2, right? So
4.2, whatever it is, close enough. Close enough. I don't really give a damn. You get us on the show and you win the Emmy. That's what I
Okay.
want.
Okay.
I want you to win the Emmy.
I want to
lift
win it
that
too.
trophy. I saw you on the highlights.
That was a good looking woman they put me with, right?
Oh my God, I saw you. I
Wait,
mean,
you see,
is your
see
wife
her reach,
watching?
you see
Is
her
your wife
reach down
watching?
there for
Hold
my
on, hold on.
glasses?
Is your wife watching? Is your wife watching? Because
She saw the move. She's
saw it,
hearing
yeah.
this. She's not watching, but she's hearing it.
Yeah. Because I saw you like leaning in, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I saw you leaning in, and I was like, okay, that's a piece right there.
Yep.
That's a piece.
Series or what?
Oh, Phillies.
What? Also, what's in the cup? What's in the cup?
Okay, I did a live last night, and I was drinking Perrier because it was like 10 o'clock. And I explained if I am drinking from a red cup,
It's Perrier.
it is going to be an adult beverage of some sort. Yes. And if you can hear the ice, it's typically going to be vodka cranberry or Captain and Diet.
Ken, what's your World Series prediction? Are the Phillies winning? Are they going?
Phillies have got to win again. You know why Phillies got to win again? Here we go. Let me show you why Phillies got to win.
This is why you ain't winning an Emmy.
Hold on.
Like you gotta bring Sports Card Radio on. We'll tell the truth. The audience knows. The Phillies ain't winning shit.
Hold on. Where the hell is this? Oh my God. Okay.
Yo, chat, you're out of control.
Get killed.
I love it. I have thick skin. What does that say, Ken? There you are, Ken.
Let's do it.
Ken, you would have won Mike Rubin's award, Best Dressed. You would have won.
You and Paulie showing up like that. Good stuff.
Well, listen, guys. I got someone waiting for me upstairs, so I'm gonna say Good night.
Hold on. Oh, hold up. I've been drinking quite a bit. We've
I could tell.
gone through more than a quarter bottle of Belvedere.
Mm-hmm. Good wine. I mean, good vodka. Good vodka.
It's all right. I mean, it was $75 for the room charge, so it's okay. You want to win an Emmy? I know you do.
You're stuck on this theme. You're really stuck on this theme.
It's not a theme. It's reality.
Yep.
It's reality. I know you want to win an Emmy.
Yep.
Alex has to be back.
We'll talk soon. Happy birthday, boss.
Thank you. Not yet. Sunday. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, Ken.
I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Who's saying real quick? Oh my god. Mic drop.
I was gonna tell him thanks for the Barry Bonds pants. I bought some Barry Bonds.
You bid?
Yeah.
How much?
Actually, how
$1,200.
$1,200.
$1,200.
2001 season.
Game used pants, 2001 season.
Okay. So Barry Bonds is
Those make
boys with
7
Ken.
million guards with them.
Why do you think Ken is boys with Barry? Why do you think? I mean, Barry.
Yeah, this will knock you.
If you guys don't know, Barry is very finicky.
Yeah,
that's a good word. About who he gives game used word to.
He must have built some trust with Ken, right? He must have built some trust with Ken. That's why Barry gave his stuff to Ken. No, I couldn't find it, dude.
And maybe it's a golf course, guys. I know the chat agrees that if Ken gets nominated for an Emmy, it's cool. You want to get over the top, guys. It's like making the Super Bowl and losing. It's like the Bengals when they lost the Rams. You want to lose a Super Bowl, it's cool.
There. You were there.
I was there.
You were there.
I mean, I ain't trying to flex, but
I mean, you were there. But I don't know.
I was on the
We
Super
should have met up. You probably didn't want to meet up. I was in a pretty good mood.
it was weird. It was like COVID. It was like a COVID Super Bowl.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Dude,
It's like a
it
Mickey
was-
Mouse trophy.
Yeah, I was kind of painted.
It's like when the Dodgers.
Yeah,
won. It's like when the
yeah.
Dodgers won, same thing.
If the Bengals make the Super Bowl again this year, it's in Louisiana. Yeah, I'm going.
And then the year after that, is it in Santa Clara?
Santa Clara. Yeah, I'm going to that one too. I'm probably going to that one no matter what.
I'm gonna go to that.
I'm going to.
Dude,
Oh,
was that the first Super Bowl you ever been to?
that's the Super Bowl. That's the first Super
Dude,
Bowl.
Unlike any other experience I've ever been to.
I'm
Super Bowls
telling.
are amazing.
Yeah. I'm telling the chat right now. When you're at the Super Bowl and everybody else is watching and you're there, it's a fucking great
Dude,
feeling.
That halftime show.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
Can't even top it.
Minus the halftime show. When you're at the Super Bowl,
and you know how many people are watching it.
You know everybody's watching it, and you're there.
And that I'm not a homer. I am a homer, but that stadium is amazing.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. When you're at the Super Bowl and everybody else is like, it's just surreal being at the Super Bowl because the Bengals lost. And I felt like shit for about 10 minutes, and then I was like, wait a second.
You guys made it.
I was at the Super Bowl.
And okay, so you're a Bengals fan, and I know we've had this conversation. I don't know if you've had it like on air, but how did you become a Bengals fan?
I became a Bengals fan when Joe Montana was traded from the 49ers. And I was a huge Joe Montana fan. He was traded from the 49ers. And the Bengals were on TV for about 3 or 4 weeks in a row. They had Jeff Blake as quarterback.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like the Bengals. And they were shit for fucking 2 decades.
Rudy Johnson,
Corey Dillon,
Ocho
Cinco. I'm gonna meet Ocho Cinco tomorrow.
Nice.
I've got his thing. I bought his cigars.
we saw him at the Panini VIP party.
I know what I'm gonna say to him. He's talked to me on Twitter, talked to me in air quotes. I haven't rooted for the Bengals my entire life, but I've been and I've rooted for them my entire adult life.
If the Niners didn't trade Joe Montana,
I would never have.
You'd still be a Niner fan.
I would still be a Niner fan, and technically, I would say I'm still a Niner fan.
So Ryan became loyal. He stayed loyal.
I would say Ryan kind of likes the Bengals. He has an interest in the Bengals, But when the Bengals made the Super Bowl, I cried like I cried when my first son was born, but it was nothing like when the Bengals made the Super Bowl.
We went to the NFC Championship game. It was Rams Niners, and honestly, the Niners have basically like
taking over the stadium. Yeah, it's our stadium.
No. Like so being a Rams fan, Rams in the same boat as Colin. The Rams sucked for 20 years.
Sure.
Except for the greatest show on turf. Like that was like they had a little pocket where they're really good.
Yeah.
But the only time I could actually see my team, this is before Sunday Ticket. Only time I could see my team is either like they'd play the Niners. They lost to the Niners like 18 games in a row. I went like 9 years of my childhood only seeing my team get their ass beat by the Niners. That's like literally so I will tell Doug.
Get used to it,
I'm all the Niners ruined my childhood. Like so
Yeah,
I
ruined the hobby.
I honestly I can't like the Niners are like I can't stand the Niners. So when we beat them in an NFC Championship game, I think I was happier about that than when we beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Sure.
Just watching Jimmy Garoppolo get like thrown down by Aaron Donald to end the game, and he throws an interception.
Now he's on the team.
There's like 80% Niner fans at the NFC Championship game, and they're just like, just the look on their face was just pure joy.
Hey, can we get G from Platinum to call in, or
Oh my God.
He's got a box cutter right now. He's looking for.
God, he called in.
It's right live right now.
I don't even know that I would say, but
Are they even live anymore?
they do. That's the scary thing about this hobby is people will still, break with people that put box cutters up to people's necks. It is
That
what
was
it is.
also one of the most in the history of YouTube. I've one of the most awkward moments ever. Like when that dude's screaming in the background, he's like, George, stop.
You can feel the fear in the voice.
Oh, dude. Well, that dude's wife, like, was bitching me out in Chicago one year, just screaming at me, and I'm like, "Why are you mad at me? What did I do?" She's like, "I don't know who you are," and I'm like, "I didn't do anything." Like I don't know, different breed.
I agree. And
where's Mike Petty?
Mike Petty.
That's the number one.
It's late. It's late. Where's Mike Petty? It's late. If he wants to call in, fucking let me put the chat. Guys, give me a break. I've drank
one eighth bottle left, maybe.
I'm drinking a whole bottle of fucking Belvedere. Trying.
I learned something new today, though, that Ken Golden #1 in Norway or something like that. Is that what he said?
Ken Golden's #1 in Norway.
Norway, in Netflix in Norway.
I'm gonna go out and get a whole wardrobe of is it Ryan Gray? What's the
Brian Gray?
What's the clothing apparel? Something gray.
He needs. Ken, I know you're still watching. Your wife is in bed. It's what is it? 10:57 here on the East Coast. Is that for real?
Yeah.
God, fucking damn. Feels like it's early.
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
When you got a Rolex. I've got another one that it's 2 time zones. So I don't know. Ken Golden, center on him. Ken, if you want to win an Emmy, it's one thing to get nominated, right, guys? It's one thing to get nominated.
I'm full board. Like you got to get Sports Card Radio on.
Yeah. If you want to get nominated, it's one thing. I watched shit on Netflix. Selling Sunset.
There ain't nothing wrong with getting nominated. Nothing wrong with silver. Nothing wrong
No.
with on the podium.
No. Yeah, the podium's fine. But, bro, I watched Selling Sunset. You guys watch Selling Sunset?
Show.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You guys watch Selling Sunset. Guys, Selling Sunset. Come on.
What's Alex's favorite show?
Oh, this is a great question.
The dude from Selling Sunset.
What's my favorite show?
Can't
I love it. Dragon.
Alex, what's your favorite show?
I just binged House of the Dragon. I like that shit. Luka Doncic. House of the Dragon. I like that stuff. I love HBO stuff. I'm not a housewife. I wouldn't even. I don't even watch King of Collectibles. Like I don't like no. I love Succession. Absolutely. Give me the drama. Good stuff. Absolutely good. Absolutely great. What else have I watched recently? I don't know. What have you watched? What have you watched?
Me?
Yeah.
Back in Silicon Valley, remember that? That was near
No.
and dear to my heart because that's like the world that we live in.
Yes. Is that that's not recent though?
No, it's I think it like went off like maybe 3 years ago.
Okay.
Your Honor's a good show.
I liked that. Yeah, I like those short series that Apple does. I just like that the one Jake Gyllenhaal did. I don't know what it was called. I don't know if you guys saw it. Whatever, doesn't matter. It was a book. I like the the crime series and all that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You like the real life crime? Like
No, I don't like real.
you like the dramas?
I love drama. You know who gives the best drama of them all? The men in the hobby.
Yeah.
Who
You guys are so dramatic.
provides the best drama in the hobby, Alex?
I feel like the men my age, like in their early 30s, it's just like, shut up.
Do you enjoy it?
No,
Like,
it makes me actually cringe. But
In what way?
But I also laugh.
In what way?
What do you mean in a way?
Like,
Why
why is it cringy?
Well, there's a lot of things I can say, but I'm not going to cancel myself. But I am here for that entertainment. It's good. I just feel like there's a lot of drama that's fabricated, and it doesn't need to be. If you're catching my drift, but it's good shit at the same time. It's fun. It's entertaining.
It's
You
entertaining.
know what I'm saying? You talk about it all the time.
We talk about it all the time.
It's wild. And then you see them on the floor and everyone like I'm good with it. I'm pretty kosher with everyone, but I know like the beefs between all the men from here and there and there. And I'm like, ooh, what's the drama?
Are people genuine in this hobby?
I know I am.
Like,
I feel
genuine.
you are. Ask Alex what she thinks of Jeff Wilson.
What do you think
I
of
like
Jeff
Jeff. He's a nice guy, and that's all I can speak of. Jeff is to me, he has been a stand-up gentleman, and that's all I can speak
You've
of.
met him.
Of course, I've met Jeff multiple times.
And then what was your interaction like?
Every time.
Yeah.
By the way, not to make it about physical things, but he's a beefy, muscly man.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know. Jeff works out. He lifts.
Okay.
I hugged him earlier, and I was like, "Damn, you're big." He's a
So
pretty.
Jeff is
He's gotta be 6'3", 6'4", and he's beefy. He's a very nice man. And that's it. I have nothing bad to say.
When was your interaction with Jeff?
She must have been handed some of that PPP money to keep quiet. What during COVID? Is that what they're saying?
Are you?
Wait, is that what they're saying? Like during COVID? You can't keep. Let me tell you something, chat. You can't keep a Jersey Italian girl quiet, no matter how much money you give her, and she doesn't take it.
Is there anybody in the hobby you don't like?
There's a lot.
Like who?
I'm not gonna. Okay, come on.
Okay, you're not gonna say.
No. Yeah. You know who I don't like in the chat? The misogynistic comments. The wait, what? What did he say?
What do you think about Jeff Wilson?
Oh, we just talked about
We just
that.
talked about Jeff.
We just talked about that. What is the PPP thing? What are you saying?
You don't know about the PPP loans?
Honey, my rent is a lot of money. The PPP wouldn't cover 1/4.
Well, Jeff.
If you knew anything about
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Did you
about
know?
Jeff. Yes.
Did you know how much money PPP Jeff got?
I've heard the rumor, but that's also
No, there's no rumor. That's a fucking fact.
nothing to do with it. But that's also like a lot of successful businessmen in life.
Sure.
Sorry, that's
Right.
what happened.
It was a grift.
Unfortunately, that's
Right.
how
It was a grift.
So, and I'm sticking up for Jeff in that defense.
Sure. It was
A lot of
grift.
men did it, and I feel like most of you in the chat would have accepted it as well. You would have too. Come on.
I could have. No, here's the thing. I could have gotten a huge PPP loan
And
because
you're
I was
saying you
making,
denied it.
and I didn't do it because I thought I was a ticket scalper, and I was thinking to
Are you
myself,
dipping right now?
"Yeah, I am a dipping." I was thinking to myself, how could I look at myself as a ticket scalper
and take money
Well,
from the
you-
government.
You have a moral conscience. I get it.
That's exactly what I thought.
I took PPP loan,
Thank you.
but I took it for 60,000 to pay my employees.
Well, that was the the loan for.
I like this
That's what
question.
you're supposed to use it for.
Why aren't there much women? What is it? What do you say? LOL, eyes up, Brian. You guys stop it. Women have boobs. Men have boobs too. Let's grow up.
Oh, yeah, 60,000 just barely paid for 8 guys.
Michael,
Too much.
Michael, you agree with
Fair,
me? Thank you. I appreciate you. Wait, what did the guy said? That was a good question. Why aren't there much women in the hobby space? There should be more. I know there's a few. Honestly today, and I will say this to some of the Fanatics top higher ups, I'm going to say to them actually, and I do not believe in DEI hires specifically because I'm a woman that got to where I am because I earned it. Honestly, I don't give a fuck what you say in the chat. I earned it. Google me. I did. But I was disappointed in the lack of female representation today at Fanatics Fest. And I will literally say that to Mike Rubin and Mayhem tomorrow. And I think they will listen and I think they'll hear me. But yes, I agree. There's a lot of women in the hobby. It's just, the way we're represented. A lot of them are breakers though. And it's hard to.
How could women be better represented in the hobby? Like what could be done to have women better represented in the hobby? Like what specifically?
I don't know. That's a really good question.
Is it just a lack of interest overall?
I just feel like doing things like what I'm doing right now. It's hard. It takes a lot. I'm getting roasted
I'm getting roasted too.
A lot of you are giving me amazing comments, but then the other half are giving me disgusting comments. So it takes a lot of balls to come on and do that as a woman. And I think you got to be that girl.
We have another question for you.
I'm a woman that grew up with two brothers. So it is what it is.
David Snyder with the 999.
What does that mean? Oh, is that money? Is that
no,
a drink
that's
for
actually
me?
going to me. But
Okay.
if we consummate this relationship, it actually will go to you. Do you understand that?
You're disgusting.
Do you understand that? Okay, Alex, have you visited with Justin Gamble?
Wait, actually, dude, that is a hilarious question. I have never met Mary, but Mary did DM me. And she was so sweet. She lives in New York, I believe. And she knows that I'm also here. And she said, I'd love to meet you in person. I said, yes, sweetheart, would love to. I'm way older. And I was like, yes, we'd love to meet you. Obviously been busy lately. We'll get together, definitely. And I saw that stupid viral video she did with I guess they're exes now, the drama.
Oh, there's drama.
With, I guess I don't get it. Justin Gamble, who is that their last name? Gamble? No, they are exes.
Oh.
But I was at Bleecker Trading last night in downtown West Village.
Okay.
And I saw Justin Gamble.
Okay.
And I go, oh, you're Justin Gamble. And he looked at me like this. Like he pretended like he didn't know.
He didn't know who you were?
Maybe he didn't. And that's okay. And I scared the shit out. I was like, oh, you're Justin Gamble. I said, Team Mary.
It was too cool.
And he was like, he was terrified.
He was
I think
terrified.
he was a little too cool for his role. Team Mary.
So you're Team Mary.
Team Mary.
Have you met Mary?
No, not yet, but she's adorable. Look how cute she is.
Mount Rushmore female.
Mount Rushmore.
Oh no,
females
we
in
don't
Denver.
do that. We don't rank women. Come on, Dougie.
I know.
We don't do that.
But we're promoting them.
Yeah.
We're promoting them at the same
Who
time.
have some? Who are
I love
some?
the question,
Wait a
though.
minute.
I love the question. though.
Yeah, right. Who are some of the women you've met?
I love my girlfriend Jess Minio from Bleecker.
What's her name?
Jess Minio from Bleecker Trading. Breaks with Jess.
Breaks with Jess.
I love her. That's my girl. She brought who?
So we pulled
Oh, that she was with earlier.
She pulled Brett.
Yeah, that's Jess.
So you've met Breaks with Jess.
No, she's one of my best friends. She is one of the most knowledgeable women you will meet in the hobby.
Okay.
No, she's like a legit breaker. Started making money with her father selling freaking tomatoes and potatoes and fruits. She's a really hard worker. She's from the Jersey Shore.
Nice.
So we have that going on.
So we got Break with Jess. She's certified.
I don't have enough freaking female friends in the hobby, unfortunately.
Well, there's only a handful.
I
Let's be
know.
real.
And like no one does what I do. But I don't know. She's my MVP. She's
So
my
Breaks with
number
Jess
one.
is MVP.
She's really my number one. I love her. I love you. Who else? What about you? Who do you think about?
I would agree with Jess. We've had her
I
on the
love Jess.
podcast.
She's
She's
my
great.
girl.
You know what she does. And who else? That's what I'm saying. We have to have a long list. We have to create a long list.
Yeah, no, it's difficult because like
How-
what I do is what I do. I like to call it. I bridge the gap between traditional sports and the hobby.
How do
I'm
you
not
get?
breaking.
How do you get more women in the hobby? You're obviously a woman.
I think like
How do you get more women
I'm not
in
gonna
this
lie.
hobby?
Like today, I had a lot of little girls come up to me with their mom and dad, and they're like, "I love you from the Netflix Golden Show," how do I become a journalist? How do I, give me advice? And that was adorable.
And then what do you tell them?
Don't do it. It's brutal. It's miserable. You want to be poor for the rest of your life? All right. But seriously,
But you could like be like Jackie Robinson of the hobby, right?
Can we talk about Jackie? Why is he not the face of the hobby?
Why is he not what?
Why is Jackie Robinson not the face of the hobby? Why is it Mickey Mantle? Why is it?
Because everybody's chasing the new young. I mean, everybody's chasing the new young thing. I mean, you cover the MLB Network. You know that everybody's after the new young baseball players.
Mickey?
And not.
Is he young?
Does anybody? I'm 40. Does anybody half my age know who Mickey Mantle is?
He's still the face of the hobby.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean,
Mickey Mantle?
Who's the face of the hobby?
Well, like modern day or from? Like,
Okay, no, vintage and modern. Who's okay?
It's unfortunately probably Mickey Mantle. It should be Willie Mays, but like
It should, in my opinion, it should be Jackie. But Willie is a great.
Yeah.
I like Willie. Willie's the best overall baseball player.
I think more people.
New York.
I think more people care about Jackson fucking Holiday than Mickey Mantle.
Can we talk about the comeback? That was good. Were you a hater? You talked a lot of shit about Jackson. I watched it. Oh, this guy, the hobby hero, struck out and then comes back. The guy hits.
He's still hitting 158. Do you want me to look up his stats?
Yeah,
Do you want, let's look up his fucking stats.
I'm Team Ariel.
Let's look up his fucking stats. I'm gonna look up his fucking stats for you and tell you what the fuck
Did
he's
he
doing.
decline that hard?
You know why I'm talking shit to him? Alex, he's batting 200. Do we want to look up Mickey Mantle's stats? Do we want to look up Willie Mays stats? Do we want to look up Barry Bonds stats?
Compare 15
Alex,
games.
I'm the type of person that you gotta fucking show me. And I get he has 5 home runs in a week.
We all know the hobby is based on what they could do, right? And
That's what I'm saying. This guy is the face of the hobby.
He came back and he crushed like 3 home runs in 4 days. I get it.
Alex.
I get it.
Alex.
But he killed it.
He's still batting fucking 200 after he had
How many games?
4 hits the other night. Alex, he went 4 for 5 the other night.
You know what to do?
Yes, that is incredibly hard. He did that tonight, guys. He went 4 for fucking 5
against
with
who?
a triple, and
Against Boston.
he's still batting 200.
Okay, because did he start off like 0 for 45?
He's batting 0 for 4.
Okay, so give him
I would argue, but
coming back.
if you go through the Fanatics Fest tomorrow and you actually talk to people, one, they would probably name a Yankees or a Mets player who would be there because it seems to be a lot of New York locals here. But I bet if you asked 20 people, nobody would say Mickey Mantle's the face of the hobby.
I'm talking okay. I'm talking about men your age or above. Sorry, no.
Old, correct. Mantle is relevant.
I'm looking at Shine. I'm looking at Ken Milton. The face
Mantle's
of the hobby
relevant.
is Mickey Mantle, and I don't agree with it. I don't think you should be the face of the hobby. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I mean, I don't want to be a Mickey Mantle hater, but I do feel like there was a little bit of like, hey, I'm Mickey. I'm a partier. I'm a New York Yankee. He was obviously outstanding and talented. But what about Willie Mays? What about Jackie Robinson, who's an American freaking icon?
Look at the city.
What about Ted Williams? He went to war.
Look at the city we're in.
He literally went to war.
Look at the city we're
Why
in.
don't we talk about Ted Williams? Why don't we talk
I'm a
about?
lefty, so I'm a big
Why don't we talk about? Didn't he hit the longest home run of all time? Or in Fenway?
It's just, but to Ryan's point, the card, 52 minutes, like nobody stopped it, right? Nobody stopped it.
But that's vintage. Modern. Okay, modern. Who's the face? I'm not saying Jackson Holiday.
Yeah,
is
who's
not.
the modern?
Yeah.
Jackson fucking Holiday
it's not
until the
Trout.
next guy comes
No,
up.
no,
Doug,
absolutely not.
You
No,
open
no.
products all the time. You know this to be the case that people are after the young hot guy. It used to be Wander Franco.
Yep.
It used to be. We used to be talking
Thank
about Wander
God I
fucking
did not
Franco.
invest.
Changes every year.
It's changed every fucking year. It seems to be a new fucking golden
But
boy.
also, that's my biggest piece of advice to anyone.
Is what?
Invest in talent and athlete, but you also have to invest in a good fucking person.
Who would you invest your money in? Would you invest in younger players?
Honestly, no, and I don't PC in particular. I don't think.
Well, you live in New York. Real estate's expensive. Like, what the fuck? You're gonna have boxes of fucking cards stacked up.
Too much of a gamble. Mary gamble. It's too much of a gamble. Someone can tear their. Look at Trout. Like, it's hard to stay active. And the baseball season is a long freaking season. I can't even take up a life class without copping a hammy. It's a long season, so I don't PC in anyone in particular.
I'm certainly not seeing a Jackson Holiday.
Or Paul Steen. He might be the face.
Dude, and a picture. And like for once. But one could make an argument that people would rather in the hobby have a photo and an auto from his girlfriend, which is hilarious.
Well, when we started with Strasburg, when we started, one of the reasons we got in the hobby was Strasburg. But it faded away so much.
Syracuse, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that. Yeah, the hobby really started to boom in 2010 when Steven Strasberg came around. I think Brian Gray paid $21,000 for his one-on-one superfractor. I think it had previously sold for $16,000, which was quite a bit of money. I mean, now we're seeing I think Jason Dominguez's superfractor sold for $450,000. Right.
That is
So
ridiculous.
the money in this hobby.
Unless you have like asinine fuck you money, who in their right mind? Like I have an old friend of mine invested in Anthony Volpe.
And how do you do?
He's Italian. First of all, he's only half Italian. He's from New Jersey. He's a local. He's a shortstop. He's the second coming of Derek Jeter. That's a huge. I think he paid like for the Anthony Volpe Bowman Red like 50 to 75.
Insane.
We bought the super.
Such a big gamble. What are we doing? I wish I had that money.
The day of release 2020 ball, we knew the Bolton money factor. At the time, I was bummed because it wasn't Jason. That's how that's the hobby in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like Volpe. But last year, Volpe's is a lot. Right? I met you. But like, I'm like, oh, it's not Chicken Dominguez.
He's not doing well at all right now. No. I don't know.
Look, this hobby's fucking crazy. These people are after the younger player. I think if you went and asked people at Fanatics Fest, they're either after a current Yankee, a current New York Met.
Well, in fairness, they're local, so yes.
Or they're after the next hot young superstar. That to me is the hobby is right here. Because Mickey Mantle doesn't sell product anymore.
Well, yes. But I'm saying old school. He's the face.
Old school. If you're talking about me, if you're talking about our boy Ken, okay, we're talking about Mickey Mantle. We're talking about Jackie Robinson.
You guys, Colin, who's the modern day face of the hobby?
Modern day.
Modern day face of the hobby is me. Fucking me. Fucking me. Other than that,
Say Bryce Harper. Oh, modern day face. As a player, Bryce Harper, 100%.
Bryce Harper? No.
I'm not really big by any means.
Hold on.
I love Bryce Harper.
Will Greyer.
You go back 5 years, Chris Bryant.
Don Sack. No.
But the thing is,
I'm sorry, we're talking baseball, but yes, I agree. Yeah.
like people would they change.
Just offered a bounty of what, $500,000, which is crazy. To me.
The Chrome, $1 million.
That was Bled
Bled offered $1 million for the Super Bowl.
in sorry.
Wait a minute. Doug, come over. Doug, come over. Get on the couch. Point.
Get on the couch. I am on the couch.
What do you think about these bounties? Like what
Jeff offered
the face of the hobby.
$100,000 for a triple autograph of Durant, Curry, and Braun. I think Ken Golden upped it to 150. What do you think of these bounties?
I think sometimes it has product attached to it, maybe in a way, like you get more product because you're doing that. But I think it's a ridiculous amount to post up and have that chase. But I mean, in the other sense, like if you get it, that's a lottery ticket.
Have you guys ever thought about offering a bounty?
No.
Even just for marketing purposes?
No. Just because.
Why?
Because we don't want to put that value on something that's like not necessarily real. You know what I mean? And like, is that card really going to be worth that much? We're just like upping the value of something that's not legitimate.
Do you think it's good for the hobby that people like Jeff or Ken or even us, maybe, or anybody puts bounties on cards that maybe aren't even out yet or haven't even been sold? Do you think that's quote good for the hobby, or is that positive for the hobby?
I mean, it's going to be good for the one person that gets it. It's also going to help people sell boxes.
Does it help sell boxes? When the bounty comes out for these cards, for these fucking Bowman Chrome cards, does it help sell product?
It seems like it. I don't know. I have a lot of people in my chat mentioning it, but at the same time, I'm sure there's somebody in the back of their head. They're going to buy that team because of that lottery ticket.
So, like, Topps is releasing like the Travis Scott box or whatever the fucking tomorrow. There's like 850 boxes, and I think there's a one of one Travis Scott, and there may be a bounty on it, maybe $100 grand.
Sure.
If that Travis Scott gets fucking pulled and sold, do you notice when you're breaking, does that lower the price of breaks? Does that lower the demand for that particular product
100%.
when the top kind of jackpot gets hit?
Yep, 100%.
Is it like, is breaking more like slot machines where you're kind of looking up and, hey, you can pull this fucking card that's $150,000, and once that goes off the board, the price goes down?
Yeah, we've been seeing it.
Can you guys even sell it?
No, well, we can still sell it, but definitely less than. Which is weird because it's only one card. There's so many more valuable cards in the set, but we put such a value on that one card that I think people are like, well, it's been pulled. I'm over it. I'm on the next one.
That's really interesting. So, how quickly are you moving through product? Are you opening, like, say, Topps from Baseball? Are you still opening Topps from Baseball?
We still have some, yeah.
And how long's that been out? Like a month?
A month, yeah. So, but we've been offered more later on, right?
Does it get cheaper or
No,
more expensive?
It goes more.
How much is the box of Topps from Baseball these days?
I think Breaker Delight's like $775.
And what did it start at? So it's at $775 now. What did it start at?
I think it was like around 500.
At 500. So it's gone up. Is that what's happening most with baseball products, that they're actually going up in price?
It is. It seems like it. Most baseball products that are coming out from Topps, yeah.
Has actually gone up in price.
Gone up in price.
I noticed that, like Optic Football came out at like $800 a box, right? With the whole kaboom thing and all that shit.
Yeah.
$800 a box. Does it go down from there?
It's going down a little bit now. Yeah.
Like at 7?
Yeah.
Are we talking about 7?
Yeah.
Is Panini overpricing their $800 a box? Seems like a lot.
Well, I mean, it's mainly distributors, right? So what we have to understand with distributors, they don't have Topps now.
Is that who you're buying Panini products from?
Correct. Yeah. I mean, we get like from the shop, we get like 1 or 2 cases of Panini, which isn't going to be enough to breaks, right? So we have to buy from distributors who don't have Topps now. So what they're doing is they're holding on to Panini and only allocating like
and hoarding it.
Allegedly, I don't know how much they hold, but probably like 20% they allocate to pre-orders, and the rest they're waiting to see what the market does, because that is what they have. They don't have Topps yet.
Do these distributors, and when we're talking about distributors, we're talking about like Southern Hobby and GTS and Peach State and some of these other guys, are they like holding and hoarding these boxes, or what's the issue?
I mean, I'm not sure if they're buying, like, they call it dynamic pricing from Panini. I don't know how much. I mean, they're not going to be transparent with us as how much they get initially. They know it's going to go up, so they are basically giving our numbers based on how much we spent on the secondary market within 3 months. Not even lifetime anymore. It's not even 15 years. It's like 3 months. How much you're spending secondary 3 months, which is above blowout a lot of times. I can buy it from blowout, what you guys are buying, cheaper. But in order to get more product from them, I have to buy it at their price to be able to maybe get, more select or more optic.
And then how does it work with Fanatics? How do you get more product from Fanatics? You just keep ordering more?
They're more streamlined, so they'll offer just different levels of it. You get some at at the beginning, and then you get more later.
Who would you rather work with, direct through Fanatics or through a distributor?
Honestly, right now, Fanatics, because everything is more streamlined across the board price-wise.
They're treating you better.
I mean, yeah, they're treating us better, and I think in a sense, what's better is the price more controlled across the board.
Okay, here's a curveball. Why doesn't fucking Fanatics hire their own breakers? Like what? Like, do you think that could happen?
It could happen, yeah.
And then how would that impact you?
I might be working somewhere else.
You might be working at somewhere else.
Yeah.
Is that something like on your mind?
It always is a fear, but you just ride this thing and have fun until the wheels fall off, man.
Do you like the industry now? You've been around a long time. You've been around a long fucking time. Do you like a long fucking time? So do you like the industry how it is now? And I'm not talking about the money.
Sure.
Do you like the industry how it is now, or do you like how it was 10 years ago? when it was like fucking 5 people at the industry summit and some dude was doing a constant contact fucking
Right.
thing at the-
I think it was simpler times. Obviously, I have more money now, so I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, money doesn't buy happiness by any means, but you know, there's a lot more politics involved now, and like the relationships you built then are changed now. So you gotta, you know, you're kissing the ring of different people than you kissed the ring 10 years ago. So
what you're saying is, before you kissed the ring of a distributor, like whoever, right? One of the 6 main distributors, but now you're more kissing the ring of. Do you feel like you're having to kiss the ring of Fanatics?
you know, I don't know if they necessarily let you kiss the ring. They try to be more like, you know, fair and giving everybody the amount of product that they want to give. So, you know, you I don't know if they're letting people kiss the ring. I don't see it as much, but you just try to be a good partner.
Do you think you're getting enough? Do you think you're getting enough product?
No, never.
And like, at what level are you not getting enough product? Could you sell double what you're getting? Could you sell triple or 10x?
Like 10x, yeah.
You could 10x what you're getting from Fanatics. Like fucking leave Panini on the side. So you could, what you're getting from Fanatics, you could fucking 10x. Is what you're saying. And then I'm sure you probably have these conversations with them and probably say, hey, bro, I could use a lot more.
Sure.
What is their response to that? That, hey, bro, I could use 10x more product. What do they then say?
That they're, you know, they have a lot of shops, they have a lot of breakers that they have to service, and they want to make sure that their product is out there for everybody to sell.
And do you believe that?
You know, I don't have any other reason to believe it otherwise, but you know, I mean, it seems like the product is out there. And
do they hold some of it fucking back though?
They definitely have it in different, like they offer it at later points in the release. So I'm sure that would be considered.
Is it harder to be a group breaker now, or was it harder 10 years ago when we didn't have nobody in this fucking hobby buying shit? Like, is it you know, easier now that you have fucking customers? I mean, we were just at the Fanatics Fest, the fucking place was packed, right? I mean, I could fucking sell group break spots.
Yeah.
Is it harder or easier now than 10 years
Well,
ago?
we've scaled. We have 38 employees now. So I guess that would be a point where it's a lot harder for us to make sure that, okay, we have all these people employed. I want to keep them employed. So are we getting enough product for them to break? I mean, I could get rid of everybody and just me and Dan and make 10x, 20x and be balling, right? But I have people that have been loyal to me that I want to keep them paid, and they have their group of customers, and I want them to, you know, keep employment because they show loyalty to us, right? So that's the problem is scaling. Are we getting enough from what we're scaling?
But you could 10x what you could do.
Yeah.
Would you have to hire a bunch of more people if you had to 10x?
Yeah, I mean, we would definitely need a few more. Yeah.
And how many people do you have working for you now? 38 people in
38 employees.
Holy shit, Jesus Christ.
I mean, 15 are shipping. I mean, you know how much sorting and shipping.
Right. Is that like the toughest job? Is the shipping?
I mean, it's tedious, right? I mean, that's what it is. It's like these guys are doing the same thing every day, sorting and shipping. I mean, the breaking part is a fun job, right? Because you're just opening the cards. I mean, yeah, you have to sell, but you're opening cards.
Wait, did Colin ask you about the loaded boxes?
No.
What do you think about the CT scanning?
You know,
is Backyard Break CT scanning their boxes?
What's crazy? I mean, I have, you know, we've done events with Panini. We've done, I haven't done as many events with Topps, but with Panini, absolutely, they're not sending Backyard loaded boxes. Now, are they CT scanning now that this is open?
Where does Backyard get their boxes from? Direct?
Distributors.
From distributors.
Correct.
So is it possible that those boxes are fucking being fucked with at the distributor level?
No, not possible. Not
how does I don't know if you saw this, but Backyard Breaks called that he was gonna hit a gold Giannis Antetokounmpo. How the is that just coincidence?
There's only a handful of ways that, like, either. I mean, I've always thought personally, I'm like, aren't packs being like they're opening up, resealing them, and like knowing exactly like what's in the pack so they can actually call out the packs. It's like one thing. It's one theory that you can make. I'm not saying like that is what is happening, but I'm saying like that is one thing. Like if you actually open up a pack and you know exactly what's in it, you reseal it. Because the thing about them specifically, I never really see them open up full cases. They're always doing like a box here, a box there. It's never like when we do a full case break, you see the full sealed case on the table, and we're ripping it, and we're doing the whole case.
Do your customers? Is this a concern of your customers, or is it just a joke? The CT scanning, the loaded box, is it just a joke?
I mean, it seems right now it's a joke, but it's obvious. It's an obvious big problem.
It's also, I mean, the argument on their behalf of like just ripping volume of products, I mean, does hold a little bit of weight. Like if they truly are ripping more than anybody else, like they're this. Doug ruined the ratio. I was like, the ratio is about dudes, and we lost a dude.
We gotta get you on camera. Hold on.
Oh,
you look too good. You look too good to not be on
I
camera.
stopped at Mike Rubin.
He shops at the Mike Rubin fucking store, guy.
Daddy's dressing me now. But yeah, I mean, the claim that they have is that they rip more than anybody else. So like the odds they're going to get the biggest cards because they're ripping more than anybody else. But like I said before, like I don't know what their operation is, but when I do see them rip, like they're ripping one box of Prism here and then a bunch.
It's always loose fucking
It's always
boxes.
those boxes, never a sealed case. Like if they were ripping sealed cases and pulling those boxes, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Have you ever met those guys?
Yeah.
The backyard guys. And what do you think of them?
I think they're hustlers. They definitely have a fucking strong work ethic. I will give them that. Do I feel that they're I don't know if they it's hard. Like I've met all of them for the most part, like the dudes who run the company. Like they have like good intentions. It's not the way I would want to run my business, not the way that we do it. It's not the way I actually perceive like how I want the hobby to evolve. But also I've been doing it so long, so maybe I have a different perspective.
Okay, talk to me about repack. Can you make more money as a breaker selling repacks or selling fucking tops and beneath? Why?
Because you can basically control exactly what you put in the product. Now, Doug and I have done it before anybody else was doing it, like repacks. We were doing it in like 2013, 2014.
But yeah, but what we did, and nobody does, and I've even commented on the show, we guys talking about repacks, is we make all the cases up front and we number them. And before we do the break, we random that case. So we don't know what's coming. I mean, we don't know what case is going to be chosen via randomized.
So honestly,
So
I know
they don't do that.
I
Nobody
know-
numbers that shit.
I know the way that you can make doing it. If you're basically if you're packing out as you break, like there is no print run. Like when we do it, we do 20 cases. That's all we're going to do with this one product. But if you're like, you just keep on making the same product over and over and over, the transparency kind of goes out the window because you're actually packing out. It's very similar to what Heroes of Sport was doing in 2014. When we were
I'm
talking
not
about
saying these guys are doing it, but
it's like you're just making more product as you go.
I mean, how easy is it to do this, right? You've got 5 boxes on the table of your repack. You know that top box has that Brady auto, right? On the Patriots. And you're doing auctions. You just have your buddy bid up the Patriots.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
and make sure you win it, and then all the other auctions come.
Well,
in.
and that's
You know what I
the thing,
mean?
like with the
But when you're transparent and you number them, you don't know what's going to randomize.
that is to the e-commerce platforms where you have a situation where you can actually do online live bidding for the product.
Right.
Like when we were doing, I mean, we still do our website now. Like we don't have like an option where we can do something like that. We don't have an option like that. So if you basically know exactly, and you can actually have your buddy buy at the same time, you can like finagle it to where you're.
Wait a minute. Okay. Buy everybody at the same time. I've heard of fucking this from fucking former employees that worked with some of these guys. That they have a team of people who shill bid and boost the bids of these breaks. Is this something you guys have heard about?
100%. And
Have you suspected
And on certain platforms, I suspected that does happen. And I actually, honestly, I can actually go. Doug was on Whatnot a week ago doing gold packs. He was selling for $80 a pop, and that's basically what they were going for. Other rooms are selling for 140. Okay, you go on eBay, they're selling for $80. The comps are there. You go on Fanatics Live, they're selling for $80. Okay, the comps are there. Why would somebody bid up to $140?
Nobody was.
What that tells me is that somebody is showbidding those, trying to set their own comps on this platform so they can basically end up selling them for 125.
Yep.
And be like, hey, comps are 140. I'm giving you a deal at 125. There's no doubt, and there's no doubt that I believe that does happen on certain platforms.
Like we've even had, we with 38 employees, nobody can bid on breaks at our company. So even if they're a hobby enthusiast, they're like, "Dude, I just want to get a break." The transparency aspect of like, one of your employees won this card. It's
Yeah,
just
we
not
have
good.
we have it in our employee handbook. You get hired. We're like, we do auctions. If you are an employee for this company, you cannot buy breaks from us.
Or
if you want to buy like a PYT that's a set price, by all means go for it. You want to buy a random team that's a set price, fine. But if we're doing an auction, you are not allowed to buy it.
And we're also, if you're subject to have anybody in your family that we figured it out, it's grounds for termination.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's easy to try to get in these auctions, bid it up, and try to get the suckers to pay way more to win a card or win a spot.
And that's even with products where coming out of sealed boxes that we don't even know what's going to hit. I just don't like the optics of somebody who is attached to the person who's breaking bidding on the product to help person out, like who's actually ripping. So
Now, can I say that about every company out there? Are they having these high standards? Probably not.
Probably fucking not. Guys, if you didn't fucking realize what happened today, Grant Williams, an NBA player, hit a fucking $500,000 card out of a fucking Mojo Break box. And so remember when you're talking about the story that you mentioned fucking mojobreak.com, they clearly don't CT scan their box. They clearly ain't searching the box, because if they did, they would have opened the Luka $500,000 card a long fucking time ago. And the triple logo man they fucking pulled. Guys, look, we're here in New York City. It's 11:36 at night. It's only 8:36 on the west fucking coast.
You know what
Giants are in the third
Ryan,
inning.
you know what it breaks down to is like, if I fucking did that shit, I would not be able to sleep at night, dude, knowing that I swindled somebody out of their hard-earned money to get into a break that I shill bid or I, somehow made more money on. I would. That's just in mine and Dan's character, and that's why I got into business with these guys.
You're goddamn right. Why these guys are here? We've known these guys for over a decade. These guys are local to fucking California. We love mojobreak.com. We love these guys.
And I can walk around. Me and this guy can walk around the National that know that we have no dirt. We've never done anything wrong. It's not a puff piece because we are the less equal.
We would have covered it on the fucking Sports Card Radio if there was any dirt on these guys.
Honestly, if we were on there though, we probably actually I was just telling you on this. A lot of the guys who are on your website, actually it's helped their business.
It probably has. Exactly.
But I mean, if I ever had a chance to be egotistical, we were the first breakers with a website.
You're goddamn right.
You know what I'm saying? We met you at the freaking summit in
2013,
30 years ago.
Yeah,
New Orleans, the Orleans in Vegas. There was that one night we went to that crappy ass bar casino with your crew playing blackjack.
We almost got kicked out of Vegas, guys. Guys, speaking of getting fucking kicked out, it is 11:36 over here on the. Hold on.
Mute, Alex. We've had the lovely Alex. How do you say last name?
Jimo.
Jimo.
Jesus, go to bed, Ryan.
We're gonna go to bed as soon as you get your pajamas on.
Guys, I had so much fun. But you assholes in the chat, you got to watch your mouth, okay?
Hey, the assholes in the chat
What
support
up?
the show.
What up? I
Yeah, we
appreciate
love
you
them.
guys that were
We love
supportive.
them.
You guys are awesome.
We love them. We love you
These
guys.
guys are the shit. I love you guys.
Yeah, we're all right. We're all right. We're all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching sportsguardradio.com. We're getting the fuck out of here. We got a lot to do tonight in New York City. It's early. It's only 8:36 on the West Coast, so you know we're gonna stay up all night. We're gonna do a fucking couple lines. We're gonna drink some beers. We're gonna open up some loaded fucking boxes. We're gonna propose to Alex, and we hope to see you guys next week when we're in Burbank, California. Yeah. Say what's up to Juan.
We will be in Burbank history. You know, Burbank's dope. Okay, guys, come on.
You're goddamn right. And we will see you next week right here on Sports Card fucking radio.com. Get the snow going. Play the fucking music.
Sorry. This is a dumpster fire show. Is it playing? I don't even know if the song is playing. Oh, hold on. No.
Did you dip me out? I think you dipped you out. What you talking about? I don't think you did, deal. It's just the same shit like a Jill means, like it's wholesale thing with the mid-teens. Taking money from the people to pay most immigrant broke, but that's okay. He's getting money, even better tax free. Loving all stimulus, the PPP. You ruined the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. You ruined the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. All right. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. What's going on with that PPP? You done a lot of talking, not a lot to see. Up in the millions like 2.3, but you all got it all getting off scot-free. Try to talk tips like we're talking about stock, but you're talking about men printed on cardstock. When you open your mouth, I take it with a grain of salt. Cause the market's down and you're down. It's all false. You ruined the hobby I love with the bullshit, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. You ruined the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Did you dip me out? I think you dipped you out. What you talking about? I don't think you did, deal. It's just the same shit like a Jill means, like it's wholesale thing with the mid-teens. Taking money from the people to pay most immigrant broke, but that's okay. He's getting money, even better tax free. Loving all stimulus, the PPP. You ruined the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. You ruined the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. What's going on with that PPP? You done a lot of talking, not a lot to see. Up in the millions like 2.3, but you all got it all getting off scot-free. Try to talk tips like we're talking about stock, but you're talking about men printed on card stock. When you open your mouth, I take it with a grain of salt. Cause the market's down and you're found. It's all fault. You ruined the hobby I love with the bullshit. Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. You ruined the hobby I love with your bullshit. Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. Did you dip me out? I think you dipped you out. What you talking about? I don't think you did, yeah. It's just shake shit like a GOBs, like it's wholesale thing with the mid-teens. Taking money from the people to pay most Democrat broke, but that's okay. He's getting money, even better tax-free, loving all stimulus, the PPP. You ruined the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. You ruined the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. What's going on with that PPP? You done a lot of talking, not a lot to see. Up in the millions like 2.3, but you all got it all getting off scot-free. Try to talk tips like we're talking about stock, but you're talking about men printed on card stock. When you open your mouth, I take it with a grain of salt. Cause the market's down and you're found. It's all fault. You ruined the hobby I love with the bullshit, Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. You ruined the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. Did you dip me out? I think you dipped you out. What you talking about? I don't think you did, yeah. It's just a shake shit like a GOBs, like it's wholesale thing with the mid-teens. Taking money from the people to pay most Democrat broke, but that's okay. He's getting money, even better tax-free, loving all stimulus, the PPP. You ruined the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. You ruined the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. What's going on with that PPP? You done a lot of talking, not a lot to see. Up in the millions like 2.3, but you all got it all getting off scot-free. Try to talk tips like we're talking about stock, but you're talking about men printed on card stock. When you open your mouth, I take it with a grain of salt. Cause the market's down and you're found. It's all fault. You ruined the hobby I love with the bullshit, Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. You ruined the hobby I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson.